Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting vlog. I gotta be quiet, it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm trying to get this one done because the day after it comes out, the day after you're watching this, if you're watching on day one, we're going to Disney. Anyways, we are doing some cooking today. We're doing a little Puerto Rican flair on some nice hot dogs. We've got some cool unboxings with some retro game treasures and some other fun things. Lots of movie reviews, including our thoughts on Nobody 2, the first season of Fallout, K-pop Demon Hunters, and junk food taste test, an awesome cocktail, and more. So we time code these because they can get long. Gaps in the red play line if you're looking for that, or open the description, see the big list of blue numbers, watch what you want, don't what you don't, skip around, however you want to do it. Enjoy the vlog. I gotta go. Bye.
All right, let's do some cooking. The Wiener King is back in my endeavor to, learn more cultures and hot dogs. I love the restaurant Azur and the new head chef, Nathan Vasquez. Awesome dude, amazing chef. I'm so happy he's over there. Him and Otter together are absolute magic. But he apparently is a huge hot dog fan, like a certain guy. And so we got excited talking about hot dogs. And he told me about how it's a very Puerto Rican tradition to eat a certain type of hot dog preparation as a breakfast food. And I mean, it seems like an anytime meal for me. But I looked into Puerto Rican hot dogs, and there are so many variations. Like, people put sauerkraut on some, blah, 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 blah. And there's another element I'll talk about in just a second that are also, like, so many variations. So ultimately, instead of me deciding, I basically asked Chef Nate, okay, what was your favorite way? How did you do it? So I'm not going to be nailing exactly what he did, because he didn't give me a recipe per se. But, I asked some questions. He kind of gave me a list. And that's what we're going to aim towards. I don't know that I'm going to nail this, but so the special ingredient, the two special things that seem to be very, very common is going to be a meat sauce that uses a sofrito. I'm coming back to that in just a second. And we do an onion sauce, kind of like we did for the New York dogs. Then there's also potato sticks. That's like a key ingredient. And cheese, melty cheese, like a nacho cheese or a cheese whiz. Now, he prefers cheese whiz. He thinks it sticks better, so we've got some of that. We'll heat some of that up. But Sofrito. So Sofrito is basically just a fresh base of bunches of peppers and herbs, and it's not a spicy or anything. Usually has some vinegar and some oil, and it's just like a cooking base. It's just a flavoring cooking base. So you're gonna cook your meat sauce in that. But again, Sofrito, there's like a million variations, so I'm trying to get something close to his. I'm not measuring. I don't know how well mine will go. I don't think it's something you can mess up per se, but it's one of those things you're gonna wanna perfect your own recipe over the years. This is gonna be my first time doing it. Then we'll cook the meat in that. We're gonna cook some onions in tomato sauce and tomato paste with a little bit of oregano, And we're gonna use some adobo seasoning. This all-purpose seasoning, it's basically like a salt, pepper, garlic on the meat with the Sofrito. We're gonna use a little oregano in the Sofrito, but we're also gonna use a little oregano and maybe a little cumin on the onions. I'm playing around a little bit, okay? So I got a big yellow onion. It's kind of a Spanish onion. I got a bunch of garlic down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cloves. 4 of those are tiny. 4 of those are big. I have what was a completely beautiful green bell pepper, but it has turned in a few days, so we're gonna cut that together. And then I had some red bell pepper, but there's 2 ingredients that are more specific to a Puerto Rican Sofrito or Sofrito in general that I am just not going to find here. There is the ají dulce peppers, which is just kind of a sweet pepper. So he says you can just use sweet snacking peppers. And culantro, which is like a deeper flavored cilantro. We're just not finding it around here, so we're not going to use that. So I do have some sweet snacking peppers over here in that place, and I got a bunch of cilantro, and he uses Italian parsley, so I got some parsley. He didn't say Italian parsley, but I assume. So we're going to kind of blend this out and mix this up. We're going to throw it all rough chop into a food processor, blend it down, a little bit of vinegar, and we're going to drizzle in a little oil while we're doing it. And that should work. Now, what I was getting at is I bought red peppers, but I was looking into a lot of people saying, if you don't have those ají dulce peppers, use red pepper to bring up the sweetness. So I thought, oh, well, if I'm already using sweet peppers, I don't want to use too much red pepper. So luckily, I bought these snacking strips. So I'm going to cannibalize some of the green and the yellow out of here with my green bell pepper. Because also, I'm trying to keep, you don't have to, this is not required, but I'm trying to keep my Sofrito to a very green look. That seems to be kind of traditional. So, with that said and done, let's just start bringing you down here and let's get to work. So first things first, let's get this onion peeled and rough chopped. Take this off. I don't have the compost right now. Mary's literally burying it at the moment. Hopefully I can wait on her to get back before I want to toss anything. Get this guy peeled out here. Oh, I need to take off my ring. I'm already getting juicy fingers. Hold on. Don't want my ring smelling like raw onion all night. Garlic, sure. Raw onion, not so much. And I've already pre-peeled my garlic because I just didn't want to waste all that time on camera doing it. I had some that was like just ready to come out of its paper, so it all peeled pretty easy. Just taking a little bit of the thin layer off here, just to make sure it's all good and clean. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and chunk off the root, or I guess this is not the root. I think I've had that backwards for a while. And there we go. Now we can just rough chop this bad boy. I don't even know if I want to use, yeah, I'm gonna use the whole thing, sure. We have another one of these onions to use for our onion sauce. We'll get to cutting that down eventually. My eyes are tingling up. I got my food processor off to the side here. Okay, don't mind Daddy. He's just doing his chefing thing. Break up the onions a little as they go into the food processor. I'm not worried about getting it perfect because it's a food processor. It's gonna do most of this job for me. Oops. You know what? I'm gonna save these. We're gonna use that for our onion sauce because that's enough. For what I'm doing, that's enough onion. You're looking for kind of a balance of stuff here. You want it kind of evenly balanced. So I'm just gonna take the little pieces off this garlic that I don't want and give it a little bit of a slice. Help the food processor along a little bit. Okay. Now I like mine very garlicky. I've also seen this, at least one lady I saw make her sofrito. She did not put the oil in. And I've not seen many people use vinegar, but I'm gonna, because that's what I was asked to do. Or recommended not to do. But she didn't put oil in because she just knew everything she was gonna use it in was already gonna be cooking in oil. So she didn't want to double up the oil. We're gonna make it the way it's been asked. And a little sofrito goes a long way. Yay, my lady's back just in time. Oh, she's still gotta clean it out. That's all right.
I just need to wipe it out.
Oh.
I rinsed it out outside.
Okay, no worries. But do you need to grab a paper towel if you don't mind? Thank you. My nice little wipe up there. I feel like I learned a new way to do this, and now I'm trying to remember how to. Screw it. We'll just go with the old-fashioned way. Now, of course, we don't want the seeds, so I'm trying to avoid a lot of the seeds, a lot of the flesh. But more importantly, avoid my flesh. Didn't mean to let that come apart, but that's fine that it did. Again, this is also a rough chop operation, so thank you. Heard. So let's see what else we can clean out of here.
Would you want me to grab all that onion stuff?
Yes. Thank you. I can do it.
Okay, yeah. The onion stuff I could. These gloves aren't the cleanest thing in the world.
Right. No, I figured that was the case, so I appreciate that.
Is that going in
No, I'm gonna get work a little off it. Because there's a nice little bit of extra green down here.
Dude, this is all from lunch today.
Oh, jeez.
Lunch and a snack. So cucumber, kiwi, and banana.
Cucumber and banana together?
No. Banana was a snack.
You're a snack. That's not true at all. You're a whole fucking meal.
I was waiting for that.
An extra special dessert. Yeah.
I mean, I need to set coffee for tomorrow.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like, okay. All right, so we definitely want more bell pepper than what I have in there. So that's why we are definitely gonna cannibalize these strips. So luckily I had these. Again, we'll just break them down a little further. Because you definitely want a good amount of bell pepper in this.
Kids got lunch around 3.
Yeah, a little after, maybe like 3:30, you know, and I was a little late on it, but it's a Friday, so. I'm just gonna take all my green bell pepper out of here. I don't mind, I can replace it with the red I've got. Let's cut those up for snacking later. But we're also gonna throw in a little bit of the yellow, just for a little extra flavor depth. Okay. That's pretty good on that. Put those away in a minute. Not the best way to do this, but we're gonna do it this way. Usually I would do this with the, not the root, but the whatever still on, the opposite of the root, the stalk. Now, you know, the previous onion sauce we did in strips. This I'm gonna go more of a dice because that's how I see most people doing it. And because I have the root off, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful here how I go about this. Okay. So. Give this back part a little bit more of a dice since it's a little chonky the way I did that. I could have done that cleaner, but yeah, that's all pretty good. That's pretty good bite sizes. Okay. Pretty sure I lost an onion in the floor, but I do not see it. Oh, hide it eventually. Okay, well, then I'm gonna get rid of this onion because we don't need this now. Again, I'm only making like 1 or 2 hot dogs, so not trying to make a lot. Now we definitely have a lot more Sofrito. Guess we still need to work these peppers real quick too. Kind of forgot about these bad boys. Make some space. It should work. Just trying to help the food processor out a little bit. All right, I can go a little bit faster if I do it like this.
enough little room here. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, we're just about ready to start blending up our sofrito. And then we'll get set up for doing everything else. Now, normally you would have sofrito just kind of made, ready to go. And I think it stores in an airtight container for like 2 weeks. But you can also freeze it. A lot of people like to pour that into an ice cube tray, and freeze it, and it lasts a couple months or something. But there's usually only using a tablespoon or two, so you can just throw the ice cube right in, and it'll melt in your hot pan and all that. I'm going to confirm that people do this, because again, I've looked at so many different recipes, heard from so many different people now that I want to make sure. Don't talk to me about dessert specials. Good thing I'm already cooking. Dad is telling me about the monkfish special at dessert sounding good tonight. Do people use Mexican oregano in their sofrito? Yeah, sometimes people do, and some cumin. All right. So let's just go over here. We still got to get our cilantro and our, oh boy, hold on. I did not have like no addresses and stuff. Okay, we're good. All right, let's do some Mexican oregano. Smells good. And let's do some ground cumin. I think that's good. We are getting up. I'm gonna mush that in when I get some of this other stuff. So I'm gonna use my entire bunch of cilantro. I probably honestly should have gotten like 2 bunches. So I'm gonna put this whole thing in after I rinse it off a little bit. Stems and all. I may break it up just to help it along. Squeezing a bunch of the liquid out. Oh, we might have a problem. I'm gonna need to pre-blend this down some. Shoot. We were so close. Okay, let's go ahead and start breaking this down a little bit. And then we can get the rest of our ingredients in there. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Should have done this before. There we go, okay. Hopefully we can actually close this song just good enough. Yeah, all right. Loud noise, kids, loud noise. I mean, we're literally just trying to break it up to make some room to push down. I think we did that. I'm going to need something to push down with though. So I haven't used this in a minute. Nice silicone spatula. Yeah, a lot of times people have to do this in batches. You can also do this in a blender. Some people like this chunkier than others. Some people like it more smoothed out. I don't know. We're gonna eyeball where mine goes once we get there.
Maybe bring that down a little bit more. I do wish I put the cilantro more in the middle, I think. We're gonna have some trouble here. That's Eric for you, always making things the hard way. I mean, it's working. I've just caused it to cost a little extra effort is all. Yeah, I'm really having trouble getting it to get down in there though. I mean, it's slowly but surely happening. Maybe we should go ahead and, you know what? Okay, I know what I'm going to do next. Let's go ahead and work some of the, I'm going to do about half a bushel of the parsley. If I can get the twist tie off. Yeah, I like that. Oops. Sure. Oh, that smells very good. And and let's go ahead and get a little vinegar in there. Maybe some liquid will help it'll break down a little easier. And I would do a pretty light hand with the vinegar. This is distilled white. People use all kinds. This is mostly what I saw people doing. Hopefully you can see. Can you see? Good. I'm just going to kind of splash a little in there. Sorry about that. I have not emptied my phone in a while. It filled up. So this ran a little longer than you saw it. I'll give it one more push down while we're here. But it's definitely coming along, as you may be able to kind of see here. Yeah, man, that's looking like a nice sofrito. Just trying to get a lot of these stemmy bits further down. All right. And at this point, we're probably going to be ready for putting some some oil in. After we get it a little bit more blended. All right, a little more. more, just push down to get some of this stuff off the sides and give it one more nice little blend. But yeah, we've got a pretty good looking sofrito happening here now. It looks like what, oh, it smells really good. It looks like what people's looks like, so. Yeah, I've made quite a bit of it, so I might actually need to freeze some of this. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, I just want to give it one taste. Not that I know what it should taste like, but if it tastes good, then it's good. Very vibrant, very fresh. A little sweet. I like your stand to be a little sweeter, but I think for my first sofrito, I think we've done a pretty good job here. Let's just give it a little bit more blending power and get a little bit smoother. Yes, sir, that looks good to me. Bring it over so you can get a better look at it. Vibrant green, very pesto-like. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So now we can start, I suppose, cooking the meat and onions. Oh boy, now's when it gets a little complicated for me, because let me put this vinegar back away. Because now it comes down to some timing issues. Put these peppers away. I'm gonna run out and grab the ground beef. I'll be right back. I'm not sure how long ago I bought this. It's good. I mean, it's still pink, but it says 15th of August, but I didn't think I bought this stuff that long ago. Whatever, we'll work with it. I don't need to eat it anymore. Okay, so we're gonna want something to cook. I'm not gonna cook the whole pound of ground beef. I'm probably only gonna do about half of it. Often it's used chopped beef too, chopped meat, but ground beef is fine. We want something to do those onions in, so I'm gonna need that and I need that. Okay. Grab that one. Try to get to this page before. Yeah, our pan organization is a mess. All right, so we need those. I want something to boil hot dogs in because we're gonna boil them. And we want a little something to warm up some cheese with. So it's a good thing, it's gonna be a full dish load tonight. Okay, let me move my seasonings off to the side. We got that stuff ready for the onions. Hot dogs.
How close are we to food?
10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I've made the sofrito. We gotta take about 10 minutes on the beef. 5-10 minutes on the onions, so I don't know. I'm eyeballing as best I can. Excuse me.
Okay.
Need cheese whiz so we can warm it up in a bit.
Oh my God, cheese whiz?
Yeah, well, it's that or nacho cheese. No, Chef Nate did not say mayonnaise, but I mean, like, every single one of these has mayonnaise, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe he just didn't do it as a kid or something, I don't know. I'm not worried about the rest of the stuff just yet. Also, I gotta figure out, so here's the cheese whiz I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna heat some of that up. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's start just working the pans. So it sounds like Mary's having one, so I went enough for 2 dogs. I got this little guy over here. Like, honestly, that's probably enough for 1 hot dog right there. That should only take a minute or 2 to warm up when the time comes. So we'll have that ready. I'm new to Cheese Whiz. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not great. It's not bad. Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna do, I need to figure out my burner situation. That's the big boy burner. That's a tiny burner. Here's a tiny burner, but that'll work for the dogs. Now, let me get some dog water going. So, I like to season my dog water. We'll keep it similar profile. Let's go oregano. Cumin. And hell, let's use some of the adobo. Let's figure out something to stir that with. So I'm gonna need this for the onions. Use one of those for the sheet. Well, you know what? I'll just use a whisk. I'm just trying to mix those in. I'm running out of non-stick tools here. Just trying to bring that together a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Maybe, or not. I was gonna bring that to a small boil. We'll adjust the camera as we go here. So I do want a little oil in this pan. Not a lot. Ground beef will do enough of its own. We'll go ahead and put a little oil in the onion pan. Gonna make sure this tomato paste is open so when the time comes, guess we can go ahead and heat up. We'll do medium on the meat for now. There we go. We're gonna take that to a medium low just to get the hot dog water closer to boiling when we're ready. I'm thinking this one has not been opened. It is not. Has now. So my tomato paste will be ready when the time comes. Let's get my tomato sauce ready for when the time comes. Easy peasy. Okay, so that and a little bit of oregano is what happens in the onions. Spread my oil out here in the meat a little. You got enough? You know, I'm gonna get you a higher vantage point so you can see everything as it happens here. There we go. And the angle is good enough, because that's just gonna be hot dogs. Okay. I think, yeah, I'm done with the big knife. Let's get this guy out of my way here. Heard.
Side,
Heard.
under.
Woo!
Hopefully be done before you're done.
Okay. So I opened my beef. I just kind of split it in half a little bit. I actually probably do want that more of a medium high. Okay. Now the issue I am having too is buns. I thought I had some sausage rolls left over, which would be bigger. I kind of like to use that, but I don't. I only have standard hot dog buns, and I have poppy seed hot dog buns. I don't know if poppy seed should really count, but it might. Let me reference the web. Can you use a poppy seed hot dog bun for a Puerto Rican hot dog? Well, you can, but...
According to Facebook, basically the PR hot dog is so different from the Chicago dog is specific to a beef hot dog on a poppy seed bun and celery stick to top it off.
I guess we'll just try to use regular hot dog buns. Steam them. So yeah, we'll just do the paper towel wrapping trick on that in a minute. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this hand for the beef, just getting it in the pan. And I'm gonna want a big boy spoon for some sofrito. Once that oil heats, throw some sofrito in there, maybe a couple tablespoons, and then we'll get half a pound of ground beef in there. I don't know if I need a couple tablespoons. Actually, I think 1 tablespoon for half a pound of ground beef, maybe. But I don't know. We're eyeballing all of this. That oil does look like it's almost at heat. All right. Maybe like 1.5. I needed to get a spatula, I did not. Move that around, let that fry up a little bit. Let's get some ground beef going. Break it up a little. Incorporate the sofrito as best I can. And let's get some adobo in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my onion heat to about a medium. Now, I would break this up with my meat breaker-upper thing, but honestly, I don't want it to be too thin. We do want to have some chunky beef texture in here to get closer to that chopped beef sensation. I think I'm gonna bring up my hot dog water a little hotter so we can actually get it to a simmer at least. Oh, that's just, beef is starting to smell real good. Shit, I could just about do this sofrito beef in like a taco. Oh yeah. Let's get a little low heat going on the cheese. Okay. Trying to get some good photos as we move along here. And we'll get this ground beef into something eventually. A little more heat on the cheese so we can get it nice and going here. Same with the hot dog water. Let's bring that up because I think the hot dogs are about ready to go in. Should maybe move this just to get myself some extra space to work here. Oh, crap baskets. So many vegetables from Mary's garden. Shame I couldn't use any of those in this. Stay there for now? Yes, you can. Good. I think this is gonna be some of the best ground beef meat sauce I've ever tried. I'm glad I got half a pound left to play with. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I hardly have time to cook and eat before we go on our trips. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Onions are ready to go in, I believe. Get those in the oil. Cooking board or cutting board. Make some room here. Give those onions a couple of minutes, then we're gonna hit them with a little tomato sauce, a little tomato paste, a little oregano, a little cumin. Actually, gonna hit them with just a pinch of salt here, just to sweat them a little. Just a little bit. I don't want to get them too salty. Okay. I really should have got my hot dog water going sooner. Because this beef is getting close. Those onions ain't gonna take but a few minutes. Guess I should get some bread or some buns prepping. Keep going, buddy. I need you not to be tripping up daddy back here, okay? I know this all smells good and no, you can't have any. I'm sorry. Really wish I had better hot dog buns. I mean, these are fine for your basic ass hot dogs, but kind of want something that has a little more structure than just these basic ones. But it's what I've got, what I'm working with. Those are just about ready to start doing the other stuff with. Cheese is getting a little loose, but it needs to be a little more. Beef is pretty much there. God, it looks really good. All right, let's prep a damp paper towels for the buns. Oh, I need that hot dog water, man. This was my big fear, was that I would mistime this, and it looks like that's what's happening. Oh shit, oh, that's fine. Just tore my damn paper towel as I was wringing it out. Oh shit, yeah, I may have screwed this up. Almost got it figured out. Aha. Maybe. Might be able to make it work. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I can still wrap these baddies in here. Right. Okay, those are good to go. Let me take the heat off of that because I think that's good to go. Hot dog water is just about boiling. Onions. Use another minute. Okay, hot dog water is boiling. I'm gonna take that down to a medium high. I'm gonna cook 3 dogs because that's what I got left in this pack. Oh shoot, my onions, I need to bring that heat down a little bit. Again, I don't want them to burn per se. Okay, hot dogs. 1 in the water, 2 in the water, 3 in the water. Echo. Sorry, set timer for 5 minutes. That's why I said you gotta stay out from under my feet, buddy.
That's why I said you gotta stay.
Oh my God, Echo. Echo, set timer for 5 minutes.
Second timer, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, got the first timer, just named it silly. All right, let's do a little bit of just a little shot of tomato paste. That's probably plenty, very potent. Let's do, I don't know how much tomato sauce. Like 3.5 regular spoonfuls. And a little bit of water. Shit, I didn't have this prepped. I guess I could use the measuring cup, that's fine. Just a little bit of water. We're gonna mix. Oh, I need to get the oregano and the fucking other seasoning in here. Hold on. Oregano. Not a lot. Where'd I put the cumin? Oh, I didn't bring it over. No, I'm not doing cumin in there. Screw that. Okay. All right, let's get all that incorporated. Maybe used a little too much water. Shit. Let's bring the heat back up. Go on medium high to get my heat back. All right, back down to a medium. Sorry, Napoleon, but yeah, you gotta watch your beautiful paws, buddy. Okay, hot dogs are going. How's my cheese? It's about right. It's about the right consistency. Okay. Okay. All right, we might make it out of here alive. I know, buddy. I know it smells good. I can't share. I'm sorry. A bunch of red and yellow. I think my blue plate will look good. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need that to stew down some. Beef is ready. Cheese is ready-ish. That's gonna take a few minutes still. Basically about the time the hot dogs are done, that should be done. So,
Should I go ahead and steam the buns and begin the mayo? Let me get the other stuff out. That's one thing that we do. Hopefully I can keep this pretty, but both my ketchup and my mustard are pretty light and empty, so I don't know how good my drizzles are gonna look. And then we got Kroger potato sticks, that's all I could find. We got Duke's mayonnaise over there. Yeah, this is coming together. Okay, yeah, time to, okay. So I wrapped my hot dog buns in a damp paper towel. "15 seconds in the microwave. Napoleon, buddy, I need you to not be around my feet right now, I'm sorry. Okay, can I just go ahead and bring you over here? I mean, you see the onions, you see how they're working. You can still see them in that shot. Okay. A bun for me, and a bun for Mary. Let's go ahead and get a little mayo inside both of these. Echo, dismiss, hot dog water off. Echo, dismiss. Assume that was both timers. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. The onions look good. Heat off the onions. Very good, actually. The burner. Bring the cheese heat up just a little. Well, maybe not. Medium low is good. Okay. Do we have a picture for building? We have a picture for building. Good. All right. All right, gang. Wish me luck. So we gotta get dogs in the buns. First doggo in. Second doggo in. Okay, now let's hit it with some cheese sauce. Okay. Keep off. Now we want to hit it with some meat sauce. I'm going to have to use a metal implement here, but we'll try to be very, very careful. I got this other one a little too cheesy. Okay. Then we're gonna want some onions. Same deal here. Very carefully use a little spoon. Now, I'm gonna consult my notes before we move on, because I think we're about to the last few pieces. All right, yes. And here, sorry for the wide angle, but it is what it is right now, you know. Potato sticks. Now, I've had potato sticks on a dog before. It's quite good. We had something at Universal, and I really loved it. I think it was just a chili dog, but still, it was like, oh, I like this idea, and I want to play with it. Okay. Now, yellow mustard. And ketchup. Okay, that actually looks pretty freaking awesome. Let's get you some close-ups. Now, Mary's did get more cheese sauce, so I don't know, she may switch with me, I don't know, it's fine. But these are looking pretty awesome, they're smelling pretty awesome. Hopefully the split on the dog is holding up. This one looks like it's holding up pretty well. And then here's a nice close-up, but look at that ground beef though. Like, just throw that in a tortilla, man. Maybe a little pico or something? Or hell, just the tortilla and the onions. All right, let's eat.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Calorie bomb, I'll just take them all with more cheese.
Okay.
Plus, I'm on this side, so.
Hi.
Hi, Mary's gonna join me for this. I'm very excited. I think this is gonna be quite delightful. Oh yeah, fucking thumbnail. Go work with that.
Okay.
Cheers. Mmm.
Seemed like all my toppings tried to escape out the top.
Yeah, you have to be kind of careful how you eat it, but. Mmm. Mmm.
Try again.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
It's good, but I taste hot dog, ketchup, and mustard.
I definitely taste the cheese and the beef, as well as everything you said. Not really getting a lot of the onions, but I know they're adding. Mmm. I could go to town on this. We can try some of the beef on its own if you want in just a second, but.
Okay, I think I got a little bit of beef in that bite.
Mmm. I can't believe they ate this for breakfast. Mmm. That's why I only made one apiece. Mmm. Yeah, dude, that meat sauce, I should have gone heavier with the onions. Or maybe the meat sauce. And a little lighter with the cheese. But yeah. No, that is awesome. That mostly really well blends together. I love the crunch from the potato sticks. Mm. Mm. I could just call a hot dog. No, I'm gonna go a hot dog left. Mm. Hell yeah.
I would eat it again, but I'm not sure. For me, flavor-wise, it'd be if it were me making them. I don't think it'd be worth the effort.
True, but normally
If you're making them, I'll take one.
the Sofrito would already be made, so it's really not a lot of effort, you know.
So which one's the Sofrito?
That's the green stuff that's all the way back there in the food processor bucket.
Oh, okay. And that's what you cook the beef in?
Mm-hmm. There's a paper towel for you.
Oh.
I figured we'd eat our own. Mm.
That scarf that's also probably because I am starving.
Yeah, I don't know if that was enough food for you, but it's probably held a calorie bomb. So,
I'll tell you what, you want to just try this beef? We can share a spoon because I'm also going to try the onions on their own.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'll go first.
Okay. Fine. You haven't tasted it on its own yet?
I was busy cooking it. Careful not to scrape.
Okay.
I just throw that like in a tortilla. Just
Yeah,
fucking eat that,
okay.
made with these onions too. So I got this spoon for the onions. Those are good. They could use a little something. Let me try one more thing.
I was thinking Worcestershire sauce.
That would not be traditional, but I just meant like I guess because the ketchup ones were sweeter, I was expecting that a little bit.
Aaron, don't eat that.
Do some beef and onion together. Yeah, that would be very good in the tortilla.
Aaron,
Okay.
don't eat that.
Now, something to keep in mind, Mary, I just made it the way that Chef Nate tends to do it, but a lot of people will change things. They don't always, not everybody uses mayo's pretty common. Not everybody uses mustard. Not everybody does the cheese sauce. Some people throw sauerkraut on there instead. But I think the core is going to be the ground beef sauce, the onions, the potato sticks, and the ketchup. I think that's like the core elements of the Puerto Rican hot dog style. But I am a happy camper. My only concern is I don't think that's going to stick with me that much, but as much as I thought it would. But I think that actually blended together. Personally, I think that blended together real well. The cheese, the beef, the hot dog, the bun, the crunch, the potato, the mustard, the ketchup, little creaminess of the mayo in there.
Like I said, I probably wouldn't make it for myself. If you're making it, sure, I'll take one.
Right on. Well, I mean, hey, that's better than, I don't want this. Yeah, that's a good time. Now is the part on sprockets where Eric has a massive amount of cleanup work to do. So I'm not gonna film that part, but highly recommend. Highly recommend. If you like these ingredients, highly recommend. But also sofrito, ground beef. I mean, certainly I'm now going to be working on perfecting my perfect sofrito recipe. But I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty damn good first start, especially since I wasn't following a recipe per se. And that is more traditional onion sauce, but I need to work it a little bit more. But yeah, hey, I got another there's another hot dog ready, Mary, if you need more. I'm not saying you have to have all that stuff. I'm saying you could just, you know. Okay, I'll be back. More vlog. Hey, taste test time. We've got a few things. Mary's gonna try some of them. Well, at least one thing she's probably not gonna try.
Okay.
But we got a couple of savory, we got a few sweets. We did find a bunch of new stuff. We even have more sweets we just aren't getting to today. But we're gonna try these first.
Okay.
Mary loves Fritos. I don't know how Mary feels about Fritos twists. I think
I'm not
they're pretty
entirely sure
awesome.
I've had them.
And these queso ones are new, and they're supposed to be pretty awesome. I heard from one person. No, I haven't tried them yet.
Oh, bad?
No, it's just somebody online posted about how these are awesome.
Ah.
Ooh, they do smell pretty good.
I'm not smelling that much.
I love the texture of these.
Oh, they're spicier than I expected. Well, heat on the back end.
I'm not getting a lot.
Yeah, but I'm much more sensitive than you are.
True. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of flavor. I guess there's a hint of queso flavor there.
Look like you're already sweating on your lip.
That's just because I'm hot. I'm literally out of the shower like a minute ago. I'm still drying off, but I wanted to get my lady some snackage. Okay.
It's tasty. I can't tell if it's a building heat or not.
Well, you're welcome to eat into these as much as you want. They're fine. I'm not in love with them. I think the other flavor is better. I think they do like maybe a barbecue or a chili cheese. Yeah, I'm getting a little of the heat on the back end. A little bit.
I said,
Actually-
it might be a building heat.
Actually, kind of the more I'm eating those, the better it's getting. It's like not just a building heat, but a building flavor.
Yeah, actually they're pretty good. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be all like, I must rush right out and get those. But, okay. Now this next thing ain't for Mary, probably.
Oh yeah. I think I know what this is.
I'm not sure if this will be for me, but I saw it, it's new, we have to try it. We got Pringles, we got Ghost Pepper Ranch. Now they call this a medium heat. They're giving this 2 peppers out of 4.
Anything with ghost pepper shouldn't be medium.
I would agree. I've also got a weird part of my hair that won't flatten. It's all right, I'm getting a haircut in a few days, so. I'm also not a huge fan of ranch, although I don't mind ranch seasoning. I just don't love ranch dressing. I don't know why. I think it's because my dad hates it and I was just brought up that way. I don't know, my sniffer's just not working because I'm not smelling a whole lot there.
Same here. I don't have like I did put my nose in there. Oh, spice it. That is the sign of disappointment.
Yeah, hardly any flavor there. I mean, other than the taste of the Pringle itself.
Is there any? I can
Yeah,
see
no,
a
I got
tiny bit.
I got seasoning because I can tell there's a little bit of a sort of chemical heat coming in. But I certainly didn't get like a Cool Ranchy ranch vibe at all, you know.
Yeah, there's really like very little smell in there.
These are kind of a waste. These are not great. They're not awful. They're just hardly anything. It's like an unsalted Pringle with a little bit of heat. It's like chemical heat. Like you can tell the hot ones, they're actually using like fresh dehydrated peppers for the seasoning because it doesn't taste like chemical heat. It tastes like real peppers. Yeah, these are a bust.
Are they bad enough to the point where they're not even worth the calories to?
No, they're still Pringles. I could be okay with just grabbing like 4 Pringles at a time and that's it, you know, so.
Okay.
Satisfy that salty urge.
Is there any salt in those?
Not really, but I guess that potatoey urge. Yeah, I can't really recommend these. I mean, they're okay. They're okay. Even if I run across them, I wouldn't buy these again. They're honestly low enough you could almost tolerate. I'm not saying you should, but
I'm just gonna pass.
yeah, you're not missing out.
Okay, so what's next?
Okay, well, we got these 3 things, so I don't know where you would like to start on those. I'm gonna let you be the blue, yellow, or red, orange, I guess.
Let's go with blue first. Yeah, well, blue or yellow. Which one do you think is gonna have more settled?
I think this one might be a little more subtle. Plus, it's a nice transition from savory to sweet.
Okay.
We got a new Flips pretzels, limited edition apple cider donut. Okay. I do love dark chocolate Flips. I don't eat them that often because they're stupid caloric.
6 pieces is 130.
Ooh, I haven't even popped the bag, but I can really smell that apple wafting out of there.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah, 6 pieces, 130 calories. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Ooh. Oh yeah, you get definitely some of the cider when you get your nose in there.
Okay, smells good.
Yeah, it does. I just wasn't ready for it when it came out on me. Okay, so definitely kind of coated. They do smell good though. I don't know how they've done it, but that does, the flavor, the coating does taste like an apple cider donut. Like even the donut flavor is in there.
I'm not sure how much of it I am. I am getting a little bit of the apple cider, maybe a little bit of caramel.
Yeah, but I don't really taste the pretzel. Like the texture is there, but I don't get the pretzel taste, which is kind of nice in this blend. These I like. I would maybe buy them again if it wasn't for the calories.
They're okay.
I like those quite a bit. You good?
Yeah. I wouldn't go looking for them, but if he opens them up, I'd be like, okay, give me one.
Yeah, I'll take one while you have it, yeah. Now, I kind of want to do that because I'm iffy on it, and I know that's going to be awesome if that works for you. But if you want to go the other way, that's your call. Because I said you get to decide. I just remembered.
I'm just afraid that I know how strong the normal ones taste. And I'm just wondering if that would
Okay.
be...
That's fine. We'll just go out on one that is iffy, which is kind of fun. All right. These we may or may not have had before, actually, because apparently they do come out regularly, but I don't remember. And I was gonna buy some of these in Disney Springs, and then I never went back and did it. But now, pumpkin pie M&Ms. Oh yeah.
I don't remember having these before.
I don't remember having them, but it is possible we have. You got those nice fall colors. I didn't get there's a light brown one too, but
Yeah.
Mary got the light brown one.
I got the... Here, let me just... Light shit.
Cheers.
Jack, no.
No, don't test gravity with that. No.
I mean, it's already broke, but...
Oh, but still, that's dangerous. No, buddy. No.
I'm getting a flavor, but it's not pumpkin pie.
I'm getting chocolate M&M.
I'm getting almost vaguely peanut buttery.
Yeah. Wow. This one should have been knocked out of the park. This should be easy to make it taste like pumpkin pie.
It's like, whoops, we forgot to put the flavoring in.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be honest, this just tastes like a straight up thicker chocolate M&M. I'm not getting any extra flavor out of that. I mean, it's fine because it's an M&M. But the pumpkin flavor definitely needs to be much stronger in this to call these pumpkin pie M&Ms. Well, that's a big old disappointment. At least I didn't pay Disney spring prices.
Honestly, it does taste like somebody forgot to actually turn on the flavor thing when they made these.
Yeah, like they forgot to put the pumpkin in this one. Like they pulled the chocolate lever and not the... Huh. Well, that's a disappointing turn of events. I thought it was going to be the best thing we had. So far, I think the best thing we had is probably the flips.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Now this one could be a hit, it could be a miss, but I do need to contextualize something here. There are two variations of this too, but I only bought one. So we're going again. You know they're always a failure except one time. We have a new Reese cup. They're doing PB and J. Now we got the strawberry. They also sell grape, which I know is the more traditional peanut butter and jelly. But here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of jelly. I don't necessarily like preserved fruits and all that and jams. Like, I mean, it's fine a little here and there. I didn't grow up with peanut butter and jelly. I love straight up peanut butter. Although I'll go as far as to do peanut butter and pickles, peanut butter and cheese, peanut butter and bananas, peanut butter and bacon. Just, yeah, no, it's all good. And pickles, dill, or bread and butter.
Well, I grew up with peanut butter and honey.
Yeah, I haven't done that, but I could totally see that. So you're also not a big PB&J person? So I don't know how this is gonna hit, but I have to say, given the option between the strawberry and the grape, I thought I could probably handle strawberry better because I do not like artificial grape things. I barely like grape things other than wine.
Yeah, but these things, my house, we just didn't do peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
as growing up. So that was not really on my radar until until elementary school.
right, yeah, because there's the other kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was a very picky eater at that age. I was like, no. Now, I think I do smell a little strawberry in there. Now, the other issue to keep in mind is every specialty Reese cup we have tried outside of the caramel big cup has been a failure. None of them have been even that good at all. I guess there was one that we kind of liked.
The chocolate lava one, was that?
That one was okay.
That was passable.
But there was also the one that had like graham cracker bits or something in it. We had like the little mini ones.
Oh, the peanut butter pie ones.
No, it wasn't those. It was a different one than that. But I know what it was like that. No, it was cereal or something maybe. Anyways, we did it in a vlog. So this is unlikely to wow us, but it could. So I guess let's just pop right in here. You want to go first or I go first?
You go
Okay.
first.
You can definitely see a strawberry layer down there. It's just not too much. Which might be bad, because maybe, actually I can taste it a little bit. It's not bad. Okay. Now, I haven't decided yet if I really like it or not, but I will say, this is one of the more transformative Reese Cup editions I've had. It still tastes like a Reese Cup, but you definitely get that strawberry note. It's not overpowering, but it's as little as you see, it's very present.
Really?
I think so. Especially after I've swallowed, like I've chewed, like I've got a little more strawberry than peanut butter going on.
And I didn't taste the strawberry until the aftertaste.
Yeah, and I think it actually does blend kind of nice.
And I think the thing is, the peanut butter didn't taste as good as it normally does.
Well, it did like kind of oversweeten the peanut butter or something because I
don't think it made it the peanut butter. I think the peanut butter tasted actually less sweet to me. You see, you just got like, I think there's a lot more chocolate on that side.
Yeah, maybe there's more strawberry over there because I still got some strawberry there, but I definitely saw you goo out some strawberry. I don't think I would be rushing out for meat and buying them, but I think it is worth you maybe trying if you are a peanut butter and jelly fan, because I actually quite like that blend. I think that, like I said, for me, that's one of those rare times the addition in the Reese Cup, a perfect candy as is, really does work. It's not like either just completely missing or just completely ruins the whole flavor balance. I think that's actually pretty well balanced in there and doesn't.
I think I'm pretty met on it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I wouldn't go buy them myself, but I'm not even a fan. I'm calorie-wise, if you want, yeah, okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I know. There's just I was going to cause of it because calories are bad, and we're inside 6 days. Technically, we got are we counting today? Because we still have half a day. We'll count today: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're 6 days out from 2.5 days of lots of bad decisions and overeating. So. But we are going to get the Fallout eggs. They're not actually eggs, which I can't decide on if I like or not. I was excited to have unlimited deviled eggs to eat. And then I found out they're actually a dessert item that look like eggs that still sounds good. And I was disappointed. But then somebody brought up the idea of, there's already enough bad smells going around in Horror Nights from the heat and the houses. Do you really want everybody standing in line who's also eating too many deviled eggs? I was like, all right, fair. Personally, I'm not bothered by the smells outside of some of the houses, but I'm so used to going down to Disney. It's like everybody sweats. Doesn't matter what you do. It's just, Luckily, I don't smell it that bad, so I hate to be a super smeller sometimes, though. Especially now that I'm learning some of the smells we're going to get in the Terrifier house. But
oh, Jesus.
Oh, and they're saying, we should probably talk about this in the vacation update, but they're saying the wet path is like legitimate wet. They're saying like front row of the Jurassic Park ride wet.
Yeah, no, I don't need that.
I don't think I'm going to do that either. I thought about running through it dry the first time, and then maybe doing the wet, but I was like, ooh, I don't want to get that wet because I'll have camera gear and shit, Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the taste test. For me, the apple flips win, and honestly, those queso twists are pretty up there.
Yeah, they're not bad.
But the rest, and the biggest disappointment is got to be the M&Ms, because how does M&M fuck up a pumpkin pie M&M?
Yeah, I honestly wonder, did we get a bad batch?
I know, now I'm like, if they do have those back in the M&M store and we're over there, maybe we'll get out a little test sample and be like, now these taste like pumpkin.
Do you get samples?
I don't know if you're supposed to, but people do. I've seen many a person just go up and be like, some in their hand and just, oh.
We try to get kicked out of the store.
Yeah, we'll be the ones, right? Yeah, we'll be the ones. All right, well, and also too, you can just buy by weight, so you can buy as little as you want if you really want to play that way. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I got cooking and stuff to do, but there's more vlog coming your way. Bye. All right, well, let's do our little travel vacation update. It's more of a vacation when Mary's there. It's more of a travel update when I'm on my own because it's mostly work. Fun work. Hi. But work. So I guess the big news you may be wondering is Beacon Barrel. Nope. So my story with that real quick is I was there for the original schedule of the reservations going live.
It was the 16th.
I think so, something like that. But it was like your normal 6 a.m. dining reservation, where they don't do queues or any of that. It's just, it goes live at 6 and you're in or you're not. Well, I was there for hours watching because it had crashed. It crashed so bad. Apparently it had a massive cyber attack. It crashed all their stuff. It was outside of Disney's handle or whatever. So they rescheduled a different day and they put it in the evening, which is great because it's easier to open up reservations. And we had a show at 8 and the reservations went live at 7. I was like, I guess we can make that work. What I did not account for is they did do a fucking queue, and I should have known because I didn't get on it until maybe 10 minutes before they went live because I thought it would just be like the morning reservations just go live, but there was a queue. Immediately, I'm like, oh no. Especially because we're trying to get opening day. Not because it's opening day, but because that's the only opportunity Mary would have until next year. So of course, as I'm waiting, I'm already seeing people on Twitter be like, dude, I got in this queue at 6:30. All these dates are already booked. I was like, nah. And just as I was about to give up, I finally got kicked over into being able to do the reservation and no joy. So I'm still looking all the time. Since it's opening day, it's highly unlikely anybody's gonna let that go. It'll be a miracle if I catch it. We might get lucky day of, but I doubt it. We're still gonna dress as pirates, I'll tell you that much, for our Halloween costumes, or versions of pirates. And maybe if we're just cute enough to the right person, there'll be a little pixie dusting magic, but I'm not holding out hope. So unfortunately, that's a no-go. But we did get some other stuff we can tell you about, because I was able to get our lightning lanes and everything. So currently Thursday we're going down. I think we have like a 7 a.m. flight or whatever. Get there about 11. We should be over to the hotel, hopefully checked in and have our room, maybe even our bags by noon, because we have a Chef Mickey's breakfast. I thought 6 hours, Mary's gonna be hungry. And I wanna do Chef Mickey's for real, with like the real deal, because we did it in the hurricane when they kind of understandably half-assed it because it was situational. So we got that at 12:05, and then hopefully if we're already in our room at that point, Mary can go up to the room and take an hour-long nap while I dip into Magic Kingdom and buy some popcorns and some other stuff. And then she gets up, we'll go to Disney Springs, we'll work on getting her Gideon's cookie. We need to go through Animal Kingdom because the annual pass magnets are over there and I really want it. So I did book us a flight of passage for 3:30 p.m. that window. So hopefully we'll make that work because that's not refundable. And I don't know if we can bump it earlier or later by that time, but we're gonna try. Because also we don't wanna be out too late because we're going to the Horror Nights Premium Scream after that. And we wanna get, it starts at 7:30, but we wanna get over there early enough to check out City Walk a little bit and make sure we get in. So that's kind of that plan. I feel like there was more I was gonna say to that plan, but I know, right? The boys are just wrestling down there.
Yeah, boys are wrestling around my feet.
Mm-hmm. I was saying in the Contemporary, that's gonna be nice. It's just a very short walk with private security entrance into Magic Kingdom. So no minivans this trip, don't need them. And then Friday, we gotta get up a little early because we gotta hightail it over to Epcot. We may take a car. I wouldn't mind doing the monorail, but knowing how we roll, we're probably just gonna take a car. But we have a dining reservation for Shikisai Sushi Izakaya, the concert series lunch. So we're finally gonna try out the coolest Japanese restaurant in Epcot. It's like 12:10, so it's kind of gonna be our breakfasty lunch thing. I figure while I'm cleaning up or whatever, maybe Mary runs down and picks us up some eggs to eat in the morning, whatever. We'll figure that out because that gets us a priority VIP front row seat to Joey Fatone and friends. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Unfortunately, that means we'll be in Epcot. We won't be leaving Epcot till 6. That's when we have to walk our way out to the front. If we were actually over in the beach club or something, it'd be a lot easier because then we'd be pretty much right at the exit. But we gotta walk our way out to the front. We gotta get back to our hotel and we're gonna have a very short changeover. I was gonna mention that to you too. Like when we're planning your costume, we need to make sure it's something because we're not gonna have a lot of time because we're trying to get to the Halloween party by 7. So, because that's when the actual Halloween party starts. We could go in at 4, but because I really wanted to do the Joey Fatone thing, especially after seeing Lou Diamond Phillips was there last year singing La Bamba. I'm like, come on. Plus Joey Fatone was always the cool one, man. And I get to be at like the first performer, not the first concert of the Food and Arts festivals, but I get to be at the first performer, I think. And then also be at one of the last ones with the Beach Boys. And also, of course, I got Mary Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, currently at 3:05. But we didn't do Lightning Lanes else, because other than that, we're really there for like food. And then, of course, we do the Halloween party. And then the day we leave, we're going to pop over to Hollywood Studios. the timing of some of these are wrong. We might, because like that's the time slots I could get. We might change them later, but also, you know, there's the thing about you can at least go. I think it's still at least 2, maybe 3 hours past that time. Still no problem using your lightning lanes. So I got her an alien swirling saucer since I did that for the first time last time. She hasn't tried it. Thought she'd like it. Mickey Minnie Runaway Railroad. Oh, there's a bug now. And Star Tours. Hopefully we can quickly do a smuggler's run, and then we're gonna end it with an Oga's Lunch 215 and head on home. The other thing I will say, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, I'll do a quick version, is it's a good thing, because we thought Mary was only doing 2 park days, because we didn't know about Animal Kingdom, but I'm kind of glad we're getting her in there to A, see Avatar the ride again before the new movie this year.
Yeah.
But also, I was pricing her tickets, and to buy the 2-day tickets, they have a special for 3-day tickets if you don't park hop and you don't use it at Magic Kingdom, which is exactly what she was going to do on those 2 days. And it was like $5 cheaper to buy the 3-ticket deal like a month ago or whatever. So then when it turned out we also need to go to Animal Kingdom, I'm like, well, you've already got a ticket, so cool. The other thing I've been meaning to tell you, unfortunately, I didn't think it'd be open in time for you, but it will be for me in November.
Zootopia?
Zootopia opens November 7th.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to
you
report back.
mentioned that.
I didn't say November 7th though, because I just found out last night.
No, you said it wasn't going to be open by the time.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. And I think that's about it. When we get back, we technically have 2-week turnaround till Mexico.
Yeah.
Now, I would rather we don't, but if you would need to, you know, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna be upset, but if you need to cancel Mexico, I understand. But I don't think you. Okay, good. Good. I kind of want. I'm excited to have a nice, different vacation together. Good. But I did want to float the idea by you because I know there's a lot going on and it's getting a little heavy around. So.
Yeah.
The only reason I say we can't cancel this one is
I don't have a reason to cancel.
Yeah, let's hope. Because also with the Disney thing, it's so close, and like there's literally like a couple $1,000s that's non-refundable invested in some of those tickets. So it's like, But anyways, that's the plan. And I guess by the time you see this, we'll be going the next day. So, hey, vlog after this, you get to see that first day at Epcot. Horror Nights.
Horror Nights, okay.
All right, that's it. We'll move on more vlog.
Right.
So I went and saw a movie by myself. Mary would have hated this. Most people will hate this movie. I went and saw Eli Roth Presents, I'll get into that, Jimmy and Stiggs, the latest Joe Bagos movie. Now, if you're not familiar with Joe Bagos' work, I'm a huge fan. He makes these movies that very much like he takes, you can say like, you know, the first movie, I don't know, see now I'm blanking, but it's like, okay, VFW, it's his version of Assault on Precinct 13, I don't know, I'm blanking on stuff now, but essentially what I'm getting at, because I want to make this point before I really think it through, you can sing if you need to, I'll try to hush for that. It's dinner time for the cats. Yeah. But I say that, and it doesn't feel like a ripoff. I'm just saying it's clear those are the movies at times he's inspired by, but it's still, and they definitely feel like they're movies out of the 80s, not trying to be an 80s film, they just feel like they could have come from the 80s. They're soaked in neon, they're soaked in gore, they're soaked in drugs and alcohol and lots of cursing. This one probably has one of the highest fuck counts of any movie. And I'll get into why, without spoilers. And it's not for everybody, his films aren't for everybody, but they are absolutely for me. He's done, Almost Human. Almost Human. The Mind's Eye, which is Scanners, but it's not Scanners. It's its own story. I'm just saying you could tell he wanted to make his version of a Scanners type movie. Then I think he did Bliss. Then I think was VFW. I feel like I'm missing one in there. And then Christmas Bloody Christmas, which I freaking loved, which was basically Terminator or I guess more Terminator as a Christmas movie, but his version. And now Jimmy and Stiggs. So this is going to be, honestly, overall, I really enjoyed it, okay? I really had a good time with it. I knew I would. I knew what I was walking into. It is my least favorite Joe Bagos film. It's the one I'd probably rewatch the least, but I will still very much rewatch it. I'll be buying a 4K soundtrack on vinyl if they put it out, all that and more. Because he also typically has very great synthwave scores and stuff like that. I think this one was a bit more guitar heavy and not quite synthwavy. I don't know if he has a new composer or something. But you can also tell this is the least expensive because it's literally like 2 actors, a very tiny crew, and it's all in one apartment, and it's his apartment, but it's also impeccably set designed, because it's also just kind of how he lives. And he's incredibly clever with a lot of the staging and like the puppetry. It's an alien invasion kind of thing for these two friends that are, one is very coke and booze heavy. The other one was kind of quitting, but things happen in the movie. And then there's all this distrust and paranoia going on between the two characters. But the whole movie is set in this like just neon light set thing, and like everything has blacklight lighting. So all the gore and goo, especially from the aliens, is very neon pink. So I did walk out of the theater, it's still daylight, and it was kind of hard to adjust to, because it's like, I just sat through 90 minutes of like just absolute neon assault on my eyes in the best way, because I love that color scheme. And it is Joe Begos playing the lead character. Which is why you feel like it's his writing and it's as an improv style, and that's why there's extra fucks to give in this movie. Eli Roth clearly had nothing to do with the movie, so if that's a turnoff for you, don't worry about it. All he really did was, I don't know if he added funding or finishing funds or anything like that, but there was a behind the scenes at the end that kind of made it clear he was not involved in making this movie. I'm pretty sure it's just getting his name on there was how they got distribution, which is great, because at least he got to go out to some theaters. And at that behind the scenes, even at the end, Eli's like, this is a word of mouth movie. If you love this, please go tell people to go see it. I will tell you to go see it if you like other Joe Begos work. If you have never tried Joe Begos, I do not recommend this as your first movie of his. Also, the way I say this reminds me of somebody else's movie, but it's clearly its own original thing. It just has that, you just know he was influenced heavily by something. I would give this a Peter Jackson's Bad Taste is his influence, which is also a fantastic film. This is like a tight, I want to say 90 minutes, but I think it's really like 70, and it's padded with like behind the scenes. And there's the one addition Eli Roth did bring to it is two absolutely fun, incredible, and hilarious fake trailers, like they did back for Grindhouse, when they got a bunch of the genre directors to do fake trailers. One of them we knew. I don't really want to spoil what it is, but the second one is hilarious. That one cracks me up, especially when they make a reference to an alternate type of screening. Again, I'm trying to stay vague, so like if you know, you know. It's a popular type of screening that's been showing up when they re-release movies these days that have songs. I'll just say that. And a nice little surprise cameo voice in that particular trailer read. So those are great too. And like I said, I think if you really... Probably his strongest entry level film, like entry for viewers of Joe Begos, is going to be either Bliss, which is really an experience. Like it's a good story, good characters, it goes interesting places, but that one is really more like the experience of it just kind of winds you up with musics and visuals, and it's like you're experiencing something more than watching something, if you kind of get the drift there. And then VFW is probably his most mainstream, most easily accessible one, plus it has a great genre veteran cast, like I think William Hurt, Fred Williamson. Is it Fred Williamson? Yeah, I think so. God, I can't remember. There's some other people. You'll totally recognize all these people. And they're very great, like VFW Hall, across from like all this drug selling punk rock things, and then there's a feud and who's gonna kill who first. But yeah, check those out. If you like those, maybe get into his other films. Christmas Bloody Christmas. Apparently a lot of people didn't like that as much as I thought they would, but I thought that was amazing. And then, like I said, I think this is the low man on the totem pole, but I still think it's a good time, especially if you're a super fan of the movie. But it makes sense, because he talked about it afterwards, how they really just this was a very DIY filmmaking. The most he's probably had to do, even more than his first film, Almost Human, which is a really good alien abduction, I want to say, movie. This is the first time he's like double dipped into a subgenre as well. All his previous films have been different things. Like, I don't want to tell you what Bliss genre is. It's kind of a spoiler if I do. And I really do feel like I'm neglecting one movie of his. But that's how strong he is. I love it. If that's your style, I recommend it. I think it's already out of theaters. I will say that's why I did go see it in a different theater, because Regal didn't get it. Cinemark only had 10 p.m. screenings. But I went to what was formerly known as Movie Tavern, now Marcus Cinemas, because somebody bought it out and their last name is Marcus. It's a chain, which is fine. And I didn't think it was going to be a really good theater, especially, food service and all that. Dude, this place was awesome. So I definitely am excited to go back there. I got my Toxic Avenger tickets booked for that, unless Regal ends up booking it, because their movie program is not as good. It's more like a Cinemark one. $10 a month, you get one ticket. All the other tickets cost $10 unless it's premium format, then you pay a little extra. and you get like discounts and all that kind of stuff. But the tickets do roll over as long as you're subscribed. Not bad. Unlike Regal Unlimited, which is literally $20 a month, but I can see as many movies as I want. And I do have to pay small upcharge for IMAX or 3D, but everything else is free other than service fees. You know, so I still prefer my Regal. Plus I got like basically family there. Not blood family, but friendly family. And but I'm excited about going to this place because I went in, I had a snack, I was having some dinner. I got some fried pickles. They were pretty good. I saw this other guy had this beer, this big old mug of beer when I walked in. I thought beer sounded good. And as the trailers were nearing their end, I thought, you know, I'm still a little hungry because I hadn't had dinner. So I ordered some pretzel bites and cheese and I got an Oktoberfest and I had it delivered to my seat. I like that. However, I will say that experience could be really awful if it's like a Superman or a Star Wars and it's a packed crowd and there's constantly employees coming in to deliver food or check an ID for a drink, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to use it sparingly, but I'm enjoying that cinema experience occasionally. Be great for triple features and like rewatch movies and special presentations. That would be a great place to go watch live wrestling pay-per-views. So I might do that. Wonder how that'll work with the new deal coming out with the ESPN thing with the PLEs for WWE. Anyways, I'm tangenting. We got a lot more movie reviews and a lot more vlog. Enjoy. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows Bob Odenkirk's sorrows. We saw Nobody too.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I thought you were itching to say Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, I'm tired.
It is, by the way. I'm sorry, but I need this fan because now I'm hot because my foot just fucked me. So I'm gonna do this. I had a fan right there. I just realized. Nobody. I'll be all right. Bob. No. Bob Odenkirk. Have you seen Nobody? You're gonna like Nobody too. I think it's a different director, but my God, it's so much fun. You saw that trailer? You liked that trailer? It's going to deliver. The action is great. The twists are great. There's some stuff you're going to kind of see coming, but it's like you want it to happen so bad that when it's revealed and does, you're like, fuck, yeah. There's also a weird new side character introduced in Dutch, that's Bob Odenkirk, in his history that comes into play, and it's almost like a different movie, but at that same time completely fits.
Okay.
It would make Tarantino a little jealous. The action is great. The bad guys are great. There's a really good plot and story there. Colin Hanks is fantastic. Christopher Lloyd is back. He's fantastic. The family is super fun. And the action is wonderful. And my favorite moment, without spoiling anything, is there's a moment I was sitting there and I felt like I am watching a goddamn A-Team, a classic A-Team preparation montage, and I was in heaven. Because I fucking love the A-Team and I love those preparation montages.
How about Sharon Stone?
Oh yeah, I didn't know it's Sharon Stone. I don't care it's Sharon Stone. Honestly, she's probably the weakest link.
Okay.
She's fine, but she's not like standout. Maybe that character could have been developed a little bit more, but honestly too, I just think I think Sharon Stone's just not all that hot shit. I don't mean sexually or visually even. I'm not talking about that. I just mean I don't think she's as good as anybody ever gave her credit for. I don't think she's fine. She's just an average actor. She doesn't really bring enough, I guess. I feel like I could name like 10 other female actors that would do so much more in that role, even though she was trying. But what do you think, Sharon Stone, since you brought it up?
I don't know. I thought she was one of those. I thought she was kind of one of those fun scenery chewing, although it may have been a little try hard.
I think that what it is. I feel like it was more try hard than actually achieving it, than feeling natural at doing it. It felt like she is trying to put on a performance to me a little bit. Not a terrible, like it did not take me out of the movie. It didn't ruin anything. I'm just saying maybe that's the weak spot that could have been better with somebody more interesting.
Now, my whole thing, the thought that I had going into this movie is like, I need this to somehow cross over with Love Hurts.
It would, those would work in the same universe. And then John Wick can come in and we'll just have a whole...
No, John Wick's too overpowered.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, this is a great interview with Bob Odenkirk. Somebody asked him about, do you think your character would stand a chance with John Wick? And he's like, oh God, no. John Wick is like Superman of guns. Like, he would have me done in a second. I thought that was kind of cool that Bob Odenkirk recognized that. An unlikely role for Bob Odenkirk, as usual, but fucking phenomenal. If you liked the first one, you're gonna like the second one. It's a real good time. It very much underperformed because they didn't market it. People didn't even really know it was out.
Yeah.
Which is the shame because it was a real good time at the movies. Still a chance to go see it if you want to. There's not a lot to say. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward action film, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, a couple minor twists and turns that you may see coming, but we're not going to spoil that for you. So it's not like a deep dive of, oh, and then this, and then that, and then this. It's like, no, it was a really good sequel to a really good, solid action film.
Yep.
With a great cast. Mm-hmm. Except for arguably the main villain. Mm-hmm. That's not a spoiler either. You'll figure that out pretty soon. Okay, we're going to move on. We got stuff to do. We still have 2 movies to go watch before we can review them.
Okay.
So Mary and I, in preparation for Halloween Horror Nights, and when you see this, if you're watching it the day it comes out, we're going tomorrow for Premium Scream Night, and they have a Fallout house. So we finally watched season 1 of Fallout.
It was kind of interesting just to sit there and go like, okay, that's probably going to be in the house.
Yeah, we
That
did
might
do a little.
be.
We did a little bit of that. Not super familiar with the games. Obviously, I know a bit. You know, I haven't played them. I want to, especially want to now.
I feel like we played the first part of one for one of your
Retro games or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because I was just like, because I remember people going like, "Oh, you're a Vaulty, huh?"
Yeah, I don't remember that, but you have a better memory, so I would believe you over me. I am gonna sneeze. I blow a noise. So I caught it. It is awesome. There's so much to it. I can see why everybody loved it. We were just late to it because we have a big backlog of stuff. We wanted to see it for the longest time.
Yeah.
Ella Purnell as McLean, Lucy McLean, Goosey McLean. Fantastic in this role. She is now strongly on my radar as somebody to watch.
Yeah.
Good old Walter Goggins is the ghoul. Oh my God, phenomenal. Maximus, the character Maximus, I don't know the actor. He reminds me of a younger, hopefully less problematic Jonathan Majors.
I can kind of say that, yeah.
And I really like him in this role and his struggles and what he goes through. And without spoiling it, especially where he ends up in the moral dilemma he is facing at the end of the season.
Yeah. Mr. Man.
That's not a scratching.
It's not stretching, but can you? Guess they can't see him.
We're only allowing it because you're cute on camera, buddy. That's not Napoleon. Thank you, buddy.
He can't do much damage.
Okay, well then go ahead and do it some more, bud. I didn't know. Yeah, and again, they did such a great job, not only just setting up this amazing world that looks amazing and has like these great characters, very memorable. Oh, the snake oil salesman pharmacist guy.
Yeah.
I just finally figured out who he kept reminding me of. There was a little bit of me thinking of a friend of ours that I think you've seen in vlogs, Jacob Carnes. I just got, not visually, but there's like a vibe. Like I could see Jacob playing that role.
Yeah.
But now visually I'm like, oh, Chris Elliott. That's who he kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, I can see that too.
So, but he was cool. But they do this great job of not only just setting up the after, but there's flashbacks and there's this huge mystery, a bunch of mysteries. Not all of them get solved, which is great. But what is solved is very satisfying in the way it's told and the way it's revealed as you get there. And then just enough mystery is left and new mysteries set up as we head into a season 2 that looks to be even cooler.
Wait, I haven't seen the trailer for it yet.
I haven't watched it yet either. Now that we've seen the show, I'm going to try and film it. But there are some wonderfully gruesome moments. There's a particular whole foot thing. Mary definitely had to hide her eyes quite a bit, but it was really, really cool, and that led to something cool. A couple of fun cameos, like the radio station DJ is like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lucy's dad. I love that actor. Is it Kyle MacLachlan? I want to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's so good. All these other characters are good. Even some of the people that start off
the
as...
guy playing her brother is actually really good.
Yeah, I was kind of getting to that because I was going to say even some of these characters that start off and you don't think they're going to be that big a part of the show and maybe become a big part of the show, turn in really great performance. Like the Vault 33 people and the whole mystery down there becomes really, really interesting, especially once you get to that last episode or two and they start revealing a lot of the stories. I don't think we can talk about it here, but Mary and I did get into a big old argument, not big old argument, but like, you know, a big nerd argument last night about the possibility of something. And my argument was basically like, well, we don't know. We haven't seen enough yet to know, because you might be right, but I don't think that's going to be right.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun that there's that, you can have that kind of back and forth and conversation about it. And it really, and I know from even what little of the games I do know, I know there's so many great references to the game. Like there is I don't know if I should say it. There's a dog, and it does get that name given at one point. It's like, oh, I get that reference.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to let her know about that one. And just some surprising twists and turns.
Yeah.
And Lucy McLean did find the leader of the others. Oh, that might be mildly spoilery. Well, not if you don't know, so I'll leave that in. Yeah, just set design, locations, all of it. Music's cool. Very rumbly and bassy if you got that nice subwoofer set up in the surround.
Napoleon hated it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that man, he does not like the boomies unless it's Booger Fett. Not Mando. He doesn't care for Mando. He wants to watch Booger Fett. That's what he calls Boba Fett. Our cat that talks to me. No one else can hear him, but I do. If you're a cat daddy or a cat mama, you know. What do you want to add to the Fallout discussion? Exactly.
Oh, the thing is, it's like, I don't want to get into spoilers.
Right.
So I'm having to go, like, going through the Rolodex here.
Excuse me.
I kind of like the retro futureness of it. It's it's a fun aesthetic. I mean, you got to see it in like Fantastic Four this summer.
Not the same, but similar. Yeah.
But it's this
Retrofuturism.
Yeah. It's going to be like, here's all the nifty stuff we're going to have in the future, and it's sort of right, but not quite.
Yeah.
It's just like, it definitely gives you sort of an alternate Earth.
Yeah, it's definitely an alternate Earth. And I love the idea that it really is kind of about factions, and there's factions upon factions upon factions, and that's actually sort of a point of the story as well.
Yeah.
And I like that kind of the reveals of the story, maybe not super morally ambiguous, but there is enough there that all sides, for the most part, have somewhat of a valid argument in what they're doing. Even if some stuff comes across as very evil, there's still a real strong logic within the thinking.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, it's like, but still, that's really fucked up. You can't do that. You know, but
yeah, like some of the shit that's going on in Vault 4.
Okay, yeah, because that's loose enough. There's a lot of fun twists and turns in Vault 4, so we're not giving away too much, hopefully. But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor, do it. Especially if you're going to Halloween Horror Nights, because now I'm very much anticipating that house. Not as much Terrifier, of course, but we will be Dry Path people.
Yes, Dry Path. Dry's good.
But as the IPs go, I think Fallout is now my second favorite, most excited one, even over Jason. Although I'm very excited for Jason. Hopefully it's cool. We don't know if we're going to be excited for Five Nights. Oh, I'm excited for Five Nights at Freddy's because we get Jim Henson animatronic stuff. But Mary's about to go watch that movie, which we may or may not have already reviewed here. It's PG-13. Trust me, you ain't going to have a problem with Five Nights at Freddy's. You might end up being like, oh, I love that movie. And I'm hoping on my second watch I like it more. I've talked about it. I'm disappointed.
You had high expectations.
And also incorrect expectations. But we'll talk about that in the review, I suppose. Which means we need to get on it because we're going to go watch K-Pop Demon Hunters. I promised her that one.
Maybe. We'll see what time it is by the time we get done with this. It's going to be 10 o'clock.
Well, this is like the last thing we have to do before we go sit down. So, well, other than feeding, but...
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do that.
All right.
It is going to be 10. Shit. Hopefully they're both 90 minutes. Hopefully you get 2 reviews. We'll see. Bye.
Good night.
Hey, welcome back to more reviews. Sorry, I'm a little scruffy looking. But I don't herd nerfs, okay?
Hi, Bees.
Hey, Bees. Oh, let's get to the point because we are running late. So we're reviewing K-Pop Demon Hunters. Like so many YouTubers, many who got there on the early days a month ago, so many people now are catching on and doing their reviews just like us. So real quick, we randomly learned about this, just Netflix doom scrolling. And Mayor's like, K-Pop Demon Hunters, and looked at the trailer, wanted to see it. Took us a little while to get to it. We're not doing it because everybody's on the train right now.
Because I just really wanted to see it.
It just worked that way. And since she promised to watch some of these other Horror Night related things, I was like, well, I definitely want to get K-Pop Demon Hunters in. And I enjoyed it too. So, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. My thoughts are the animation, the colors, the visuals, the cinematography, even the music, all fantastic. The characters are really pretty interesting, especially our mains. And the story itself is fine, but it's a pretty basic, we've been here before kind of story. It's really my only gripe about it. I will also say that I was getting a little sleepy. I was kind of letting my eyes drift a little bit, but I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on it last night. I didn't miss anything. I completely followed it. Even if I missed like a beat, I still completely understood what was happening.
Okay.
But I had a really good time with it. I'm excited for a second one, which they have announced. And if we weren't too late to it, I wouldn't mind being in one of the sing-along screenings just to see people, because I'm seeing that people are having massive reactions in those theaters. Like it's not, it is sort of a chicken jockey thing that people are doing, but they're not like making a mess and being a-holes. They're just, it's like a Taylor Swift concert or something. People are just in love with it and going wild, and I get that. And I would like to experience that, but too late for us. But also Netflix's first ever #1 movie at the box office this weekend. So that should be an interesting policy change possibly down the line for Netflix. We'll see how that goes. Mary is more important on this one though. That's what I wanted to get all my shit out of the way. Mary, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, for me, it may have suffered from the hype. No, I'd say I really did enjoy it, but I am apparently able to enjoy things on the ultra level so many other people can, and that's a me thing. I'm not going to put that on Demon Hunters or anything. There are very few things. I think Avatar maybe.
I was just about to go Avatar. I was literally leading into a performance to do that.
The Avatar's so pretty.
And awesome, especially Avatar 2.
Yeah.
I still have some issues with the story of Avatar 1, but Avatar 2 was incredible.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I've seen her get that hype for Avatar.
But no, I didn't know. It was a lot of fun. The songs are catchy as hell. There's some guys on YouTube that recreated my Your Idol as a music video with the amazing cosplay and stuff. And I can't remember who the lead guy who actually put it on. I want to say like Danny Phantom, something like that. I don't know.
It is not, the only Danny I know is Danny Gonzalez. Oh, I hit the thing.
But that was a lot of fun. It was like, I if it wasn't for the fact that I have so many things to watch, I wouldn't be against watching it again.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Especially because you have even less time than I do for watching stuff. So
yeah. So yeah, but oh, by the way, you said you watched a lot of stuff last night.
4 or 5 videos.
The tiger. Apparently, tiger and magpie are a very common set of old Korean paintings.
I didn't watch that kind of stuff that got into that level of detail. But,
Yeah.
Or if it did,
Because
I
was wondering, because it's like, I feel like that's a thing, and it is a thing, except the magpies don't have 3 eyes.
What? They don't have a silly cute hat?
But I thought that was interesting, and man, they just drew tigers in a really whacked out sort of way back.
I love the tiger in this though.
The tiger's so cute.
No spoilers, but the whole like introduction and the whole flower pot, especially as a cat daddy, like, yeah, that was awesome. And the action's cool too, and like I really like the characters, the manager. Oh my God, Ken Jeong, like in a role where he was not even slightly annoying.
Yeah, no, that might be his best role ever.
I like him in a lot of things, but there's definitely, you know what it is when I really think of him being terribly annoying, you know what I'm thinking of? Masked Singer. When he's scripted, he's not so bad.
Yeah. I was trying to think, there's what was it? Oh, the other thing is, Saja apparently translates as lion. So that's why they had lions for all their logo stuff.
Oh my.
So yeah, I just like, okay. Learned that just earlier. So, but anyways, no, it's a lot of fun. If you have any interest at all in seeing it, go see it.
If the trailer looked good, you'll enjoy it to some degree or another.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like, if you just absolutely hate K-pop, then yeah, I don't even know why you're even listening to this.
And even though I've heard it's very good K-pop, it doesn't remind me as much of what I think of as K-pop. Like it's just really just kind of pop to me. Boy band, like high energy boy band pop.
The Saja stuff definitely sounds like more like the BTS type stuff but think about it. The K-pop stuff is basically modeled off of the American boy band stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. Just again, they took it to a new extreme and made it cooler.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know as much as about the lady K-pop stuff.
Yeah. Although I will say one of my favorite things, and I don't remember if it was Amanda the Jedi. No, not Amanda. I haven't watched hers yet. If it was Amanda Swell Entertainment, or who else? There's a couple other people I watched watch it. I watched. Oh God, what's his name? He's like a draw. He looks like. Oh God. I'll look it up while I'm telling you. But now I just distracted myself. What was the point I was getting to? What were you just saying?
We're talking about K-pop.
Oh, the lady K-pop. Yeah, one of my favorite jokes one of these people made, and I'll find you here in just a second. Swell Entertainment. Alex Myers was the other guy that I was trying to think of. Reference like the one most unrealistic thing about this movie is how much they let the women eat. Referencing how demanding K-pop stars are, particularly as a woman. How like management and stuff can be like so strict and everything. I don't know. It was just one of the that was a joke that really got me from one of the YouTube people. It's like, oh shit, damn, you're kind of right. But yeah.
Well, they're fighting demons though, so that burns calories.
Well, I know, but I mean, still, but the management and stuff don't know that. Well, I don't want to spoil things. There's a theory about some stuff, but yeah, check it out. It's on Netflix. You don't even gotta. If you got Netflix, you don't gotta pay for it.
Yeah. We
gotta pay for Netflix. Well, you don't have to pay for it, but I recommend paying for Netflix. Pay for your entertainment. Entertainers need to get paid, even though streamers hardly pay shit. That's. You know why you don't get as many original? I mean, we still get plenty of original entertainment and original movies. People just don't go see them. But the real reason we don't get nearly as many? Because physical media died, and that's where those movies made their money. I was waiting for a little Mary's too into itty bit shaking the camera to recognize what I said and be like, oh. Because so many like mid-tier, low-tier budget movies, they made their money from DVD sales.
Right.
Those don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So that's a fascinating fact too. Anyways, we got a lot more to talk about. Well, we got one more thing to talk about. We need to get ready for Disney, so. All right, we'll be right back. Maybe she'll still be here. Oh, yeah, you get her. Yeah, 80 bits out. 80 bit, you get her, yeah. No, you can't take our itty bit. She can't be an animatronic. Not a spoiler. So I finally got Mary to watch Five Nights at Freddy's, and it was my second watching. For context, when that movie first came out, I was really hyped for it. I played a little bit of the first game. It was too much for me. It's too intense. I can't handle that level.
You tried playing it on an airplane once.
And that's when I learned don't play horror games on an airplane. I did it for like 5 minutes, and I got to my first jump scare and realized I don't need to be going on an airplane. So I watched like a lot of the Matt Pat videos, and when I watched the movie, I was a lot like, what is this? Like after the opening's pretty good, the animatronics look fantastic, Jim Henson Company, but then I was like, what is this movie? What are we doing? And there's some things I like about it all the way through and through in the first viewing and everything. And afterwards, I was like, oh, that just really did not work for me. I did not like it. But I thought maybe it's my expectations. I'll give it another try someday. And, going in, understanding a little bit more. And then I found out that for people who really love the games, and like the kids that really love it, apparently the lore is pretty spot on. And like, they love that because they really stuck to it. But I guess I just didn't really understand what the games became and what they were. So that's again why I thought I would give it another shot. And then since we're going to horror nights, I thought Mary should see that so we can enjoy the house and eating at Freddy Fazbear's if it's open for premium screen. And so we watched it again last night, and I gotta say I still don't like it. The characters are all unlikable. There's so many like dumb horror movie decisions and just dumb decisions. There's some really lazy writing, especially by the time you get to the end, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's so many things that happen where you then wonder, where's the rest of law enforcement on this? Like, I'll just leave you that at the end, because it jumps forward like a few days later and a lot of shit has gone down that is like, why is no one being questioned about that? What? Hold on, people died. Also, it's PG-13. Although there was one shot I did see gorier this time watching it, of reveal of bodies. But still, there was hardly any gore. It's not scary for long. The young lead kid is maybe the most likable, but even she's like, she's not quite there to be a really rounded character. I mean, listen, Matthew Lillard was great, what little he is in the movie. And I like Josh Hutchinson, something like that. He's a Lexington, Kentucky guy. He's a big Go Wildcats, Big Blue. So I like seeing him in there, even though they gave him he should be understandable. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's one of my big issues is it's not that he's unlikable, but you could understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's just also really kind of shitty. Even if he's not the worst he could be, he's just not a good person making good decisions. The aunt's not a good person. And like, what happened to the, well, you know what happens to the aunt, but like, is there any ramifications for the aunt? I have questions about that.
Yeah.
Suits looked cool. Flashbacks were weird. But yeah, I was definitely like, yeah, no, this is just not working for me. The sequel looks like it's going to be a lot more something I'll like, but.
Did you go and rewatch any of the lore videos?
No, not after, because I got sucked into K-pop Demon Hunter videos. And I was working to like 4 and didn't want to stay up all night, so. This is what we make later in the video. I'm just trying to not give you any indicator of what I think.
So, yeah,
Yes, Mary's
it
turn.
definitely was not all that scary.
Yeah, I kept telling her.
Especially once you realize, like, oh, you're not actually going to see the after effect, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Every time I mention, like, you gotta watch Five Nights at Freddy's, she's like, ugh. I'm like, dude, it's PG-13, you're fine.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll be fine.
Honestly, I don't think it was as suspenseful as it could have been.
I can't think of a single real moment of suspense that actually works.
I mean, there are moments that are supposed to be jump scares, but I think it's because you're already expecting it because that's what the game fucking is.
At least the early parts. I don't know beyond that, but
that maybe that going into it knowing already what you should be going on, it doesn't have quite the same hit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I'm with you on that.
But
I mean, they had an authentic location and authentic looks, and even in the beginning, they have stuff like where the Matthew Lillard character is like giving him a voicemail on the phone while he's looking at the monitors. Like, it feels kind of straight out of the game initially.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
And I think what my issue with maybe some of the lore is I remember larger broad strokes of the lore over all the games and books from the Matt Pat videos. And obviously this movie does not cover all of that. Mm-hmm. So I think some of the stuff that happens in this movie that is lore accurate that I don't remember being told about at all is because it was so early and not a big deal maybe in the earlier lore compared to the rest of the lore where we go.
Yeah.
I'm interested though to see what they do with the sequel and where that goes. It does look a little scarier. It looks like they'll play up on some of that stuff, but honestly too, it's still Blumhouse. And I'm not a Blumhouse hater. They make a lot of stuff I like, but they are very inconsistent with hit or miss ratios for me. It's not like A24 where it's like 95% of the time. I love what they put out. Our Neon right now is like nearing that 100% mark.
Yeah.
Blumhouse is definitely much closer to a 50-50. You just never know.
Yeah.
Like, and I appreciate they take big swings, and a lot of times those swings don't land. Halloween Ends for me didn't land. I'm not mad if you like it. I'll give it another shot. But then, like, a lot of people didn't like a big swing of Megan 2.0. Really did like it.
That was fun.
Yeah, but a lot of people were like, I don't like the direction you went. And I'm like, see, but that worked for me. So, you know, again, a reverse Halloween Ends. Not the movies, but the reaction. I get it.
And I more often than not, I appreciate something that's like, well, here's our premise. It's kind of crazy, but we're just going to run with the crazy.
And that's the thing with Megan 2.0. They land what they were going for. But I don't think a lot of people were ready or wanted what they were going for. Whereas, Halloween End is like not at all what people were built up to be expecting. And I think that's what a lot of us don't like about it. And then what some other people do is because it's not at all what you're expecting. And not to make this a Halloween Ends review, but it's like, yeah, but you set up like this whole new trilogy and this was the end of that story. And then it really doesn't tell any of that story. It kind of does a whole other thing, basically. How the Halloween 3 did a little bit, but I like Halloween 3 a lot. So I don't know. Anyways, FNAF the movie, not for us. Excited to see the houses though. I think it's going to make for a very, very terrifying house.
Yeah.
My question is, are they actually going to have animatronics in the house?
Probably not. That's like way too complicated, right? It still has to be scare actors in costumes. There might be like an arm or something that's robotic. I don't know.
They may have a couple.
Or maybe some puppetry. Maybe they're doing more puppet stuff so it can look like animatronics, but it's still an actor performing it.
Yeah. I forget the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire house.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Slimer started out as an animatronic and that kept breaking down?
I think it had some animatronic elements and kept breaking down. Yeah.
And then they had to basically kind of hollow out so a person could get in there and manipulate
Well,
it.
we also never saw the person in it, but I don't remember if that was Halloween or Florida. One of them had problems, the other one didn't, but it's also a different scare at each coast. But yeah, it was, yeah. I see what you're saying. But I know they were saying the house is going to be unlike any other they've done before, and I know the Henson Company was involved in the house, so... We're going to find out 4 days from now, or for y'all, if you're watching this the day it comes out, tomorrow, we're finding out, unless all hell goes wrong with weather or something.
Because my concern is if there is like animatronics or a combination of actor and puppetry, like the complex puppetry, like say a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever, where the face and stuff can move.
Sorry, just reminded me of something that's not related.
But depending on that, it's just like the movie stuff. You usually have multiple copies of the same thing, so if something happens, you have a backup.
Yeah, or you have time to come back and do it again or reshoot.
Yeah, but they're also not in continuous use for hours on end.
Right, in crazy weather.
And that's where it's less likely to be anything mechanical per se, other than like very basic.
Yeah, I follow what you're saying. Yeah, I think you got your point across.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized we're going way too long and we're not really talking about the movie
All
anymore.
right. Okay.
We gotta. Oh, it's getting late.
Bye.
Just in case I leave that in, because I like that she did it, but I had such a good reaction when she pulled away. I feel like I have to leave it in, so I'm gonna cut it here. Bye. We went out, had margaritas and some Mexican food. Here is the unboxing. We thought about doing this Haunted Mansion figure set, but we're gonna save that for Halloween. So we're gonna do, let me do this one. Retro Game Treasures, 2 months worth, baby. But I picked this one because this is my August box. And this is our July box. Interesting. It's almost as if something's in there they couldn't fit in the normal box.
Yep.
So if you don't know, Retro Game Treasures, not sponsored, just that's their website. You can catalog all your video games. They won't send you anything that you have in your list. You can make requests. You can pick genres, styles, consoles, all that stuff. I did finally leave a note before these boxes. This is what showed up right after I left this note. Very polite note, but they have a note section that said, can you please not send any more Call of Duty or Battlefield games for a little while? You've kind of sent a lot lately. And I also exclaimed, but we do really like IP-based games, even if they're like really bad.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see what happens in box number 1. So we do have July here. It's usually about 4 games or something. I think after shipping, I'm paying like $50, but you usually make your money's worth in here. We have many things turned on. Mostly no portables.
No JRPGs.
Yeah, no JRPGs, no sports games, no
Although
demos.
I like JRPGs, but this is his box, so.
Yeah, they're not the thing I'm going to play enough to want to spend that kind of money on random ones.
And I'm in the conundrum of, I started
I forgot
Final
I have it
Fantasy
on.
Rebirth last winter, and then it got warm outside and I had no time to play. I'm like, but I'm going to forget so much of how to play that game because of all the fiddly little mechanics by the time I sit down back next winter. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not planning on getting a platinum on that one because hard mode is not for me.
Sorry, I forgot I had a fan on. I just wanted you to get ready for Disney vlogs. I'm kidding. We're gonna try a couple things. I still need to test some ideas, but there is definitely something misshapen on top here. Okay. So I think we may have gotten some kind of accessory.
Okay.
So we're gonna pull that out first, and it's a
Halo Infinite.
It's a collector something. I mean, okay. We'll open it up and see what it is, but
It's for 360?
maybe it is.
Is that the 360?
Yeah. Xbox. Well, I don't know.
Xbox.
Yeah, that might be more the Xbox One era.
Okay.
Yeah, because Infinite's the new one. So this is probably Xbox Series X or whatever. Let's see what this is. Maybe it's I have no idea. This fan, I have it on setting 1. It must be about out of juice, but it keeps turning on and then turning back off again.
We were trying some different fans that are supposed to be quieter, but... What is this?
Something fancy, it looks like. Fancy box.
It's not like an actual gaming accessory.
No.
There might be a note in here about it. Oh, it's dog tags.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if there's a section that says, yes, I'll take accessories. There is for like gaming accessories, but I don't know about collectibles, so that's kind of weird. If that is gonna count as one of my games, I'm not really happy about that, actually. This is pretty nice, but I mean, what do I care about dog tags? I don't collect them. Yeah. It's nice. It comes in a wonderful box and everything. I appreciate
it's
the quality here.
Yeah.
But box is magnetized to seal. And I liked Halo Infinite. I played most of it. Well, most of the main story. I don't know if I finished the main story. I think I did. Better not look in there.
Oh, look up.
Oh. Yep, you spooked Napoleon over there.
Oh, sorry, Napoleon.
I'm jealous. I wish I had one of those.
Okay.
Oh, I was expecting you to pull out the other one. Because I said, I'm jealous. I wish I had one of those. Oh, look, I do.
All right, got Mortal Kombat 10 for the PS4.
Okay.
This is relatively new, isn't it?
Well, it's PS4, so.
I mean, like, last couple years?
No, they've been just adding to it forever. I'm pretty sure that game's at least 5 to 8 years old.
Is it a year on here?
Probably somewhere. I'm not digging out the game. I'm just curious.
2015.
We got 4 games. Yeah, 2015, 10 years, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's one of those, I think they may have done 11 by now, but I just feel like they kept adding characters to it.
Yeah,
Like, we own it
and multiple
digitally, but-
versions of every character.
Yeah. That's cool, but I mean, is it complete? Do we have manual and stuff?
Let's see.
And did you show the back? I don't know.
I did show the back. No manual.
But it doesn't, who knows if it actually even came one. We are talking PS4 era. All right, that's cool. I mean, I'm not huge.
1 to 2 players.
I'm not huge on the Mortal Kombat stuff, mostly because I'm not good at it.
Cinematic story mode.
Ooh, maybe I will try that.
Play through the epic action of Mortal Kombat X story as the next generation of combatants join the fight.
Okay. We do have 4 games in here, so I am not mad about the dog tag. It's interesting.
Okay.
Next up, we have
You have this?
Oh yeah, not this, not a PS3 edition. This is not in the best of shape, but I told him I'm not too worried about shape. But we have Batman Arkham City. Arguably my favorite Batman Arkham story, but as you may have noticed with the playthroughs, honestly, Arkham Knight might be my favorite because I have actually fallen in love with the Batmobile tank mechanics, and I actually think it's more balanced than I was expecting. But you can see it's not the best because, we have like some gluey tape back here. They took off a GameStop used sticker, I'm going to assume. But the sleeve and probably the disc and its contents probably in good shape, so if I can find a case to swap it into. Little sticky on. Oh, we got the add-on codes and all that stuff.
Nice.
So there's the disc. This is a game I have on multiple platforms, multiple systems. But again, this is more for kind of collecting, having a physical on the shelf. Not going to show you the back. I don't know if the code will work, but two manuals, but one's thinner. Let's see what the thinner one is. The thinner one is that. Just a lot of legalese. A quick start guide. Oh, this is a catalog. It says Arkham City catalog. Wall poster. Oh, this is all stuff you can buy.
Okay. That's what usually catalogs are.
I was hoping it was more a catalog of the criminals you capture or something. I guess those are action figures. Those are pretty dope action figures. All right. Hey man, that's so far. This is a good box. Cool. Next up, we have tequila. Oh, you get another one.
I get another one.
Loud pop, boys.
If they want to stick to me. Stack electricity.
What, did John Cena just walk in? Because that was a hell of a pop.
All right, Call of Duty, World War II. But you said this is sent right after you put the note in.
Yeah, so maybe the note wasn't gotten. I'll give him the credit, but if I see another Call of Duty or Battlefield in the next box, I'm going to be a little upset. Because I was hoping when you make a change to the notes, like I was hoping when they go to curate your box, they actually look at all the information again.
Yeah.
But it is possible this came in a little late. Now, I have never gotten around to playing World War II. I wanted to. I own it on various things. I might own this physical because I still...
You can get zombies in this one.
Oh, well, so many Call of Duties have Call of Duty zombie mode. It's a very
really?
famous thing, yeah.
Okay.
I might have this exact thing because I still have, like an idiot, I turned on Xbox One, but I've never logged my Xbox One collection.
Ah.
I did finally do PS4 and all that, but... So I might actually have a physical of this for Xbox. I'm pretty sure I have a physical of it for one of the consoles.
Co-op for 2-player.
Oh, Mary wants to play it.
No,
you didn't
no, I
do
don't.
the whole thing. I think you did show the back,
I
but
did show the back. I forgot about the inside. I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's like
That's it.
not gonna make the jokes. So, okay. Just an ad for the season pass.
Okay.
That's a little disappointing. It's a little disappointing. Maybe that's why they gave me the Halo thing. Like, oh crap, we already pulled a Call of Duty. Here, throw this in there, make them feel better. And last but not least, okay. Xbox Platinum Hits. I've never played an Oddworld game except for a few minutes of one, but I know I would love it. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey.
It was always an interesting visual, but I never played the game.
Yeah, I do love some platformers. Platformers! Water in your eyes because you forget to blink. Full copy.
Wow.
Thick boy manual.
Nice.
Well, we got some other stuff too, but thick boy manual.
Oh, this is just advertising a bunch of other PS games.
I mean, I can't show you all that. There's too
Or
many
Xbox
pages.
games, I mean.
Well, you want to show that off then? There's like 30 pages to this manual. That is old school and awesome.
And some of these things I have never heard of before.
Yeah. This was an era I tried to get back into gaming and kept failing.
Spurts.
It wasn't until the Xbox 360 and Resident Evil 5 that I really started getting a little bit back into gaming legitimately, regularly.
Like Tao Feng, Fist of the Lotus.
Okay. So I guess we got the special box because of the Halo Infinite thing, which is a really nice addition. But honestly, this Oddworld game I'm most excited for. The Call of Duty game I'm least excited for because I had said, please no more Call of Duties or Battlefields. I feel like we have gotten one of these in every box for like 6, 7, 8 months now. A Batman game's a great get. Mortal Kombat's fine. So not bad, not bad. And I do appreciate the Halo Infinite. And there's no note. Sometimes they're like, hey, you won. You're being gifted with this extra thing. But, or maybe I'm thinking of a different box. Because there used to be...
This month's box.
I think I'm actually thinking of a different box. The other video game box that we don't do anymore. Yeah, this is August's 2024. Oh, Mary's favorite thing.
Are you gonna let me pop that?
Yeah.
I think we do both at the same time.
Loud pop. Woo! Oh, we definitely have some fun special stuff in here. Go ahead. Loud pop. Loud pop, Jack. Loud pop. Ah.
We got the full air in my face on that one.
So I did add a particular 360 game to my requests.
Okay.
And I'll tell you right now, I got a 360 game. I'm sorry, not a 360. A Nintendo 64.
Okay.
And I got an N64 cartridge in my hand.
Okay.
We also have a slim jewel case with a loose disc, which is unusual because I don't allow demos and stuff. So we'll see. And then we got 3 boxed games, but it's probably not what I'm hoping for. But that would be amazing if it is. We've got actually that's not an N64. That's Genesis. Never mind. Or okay, what is it? Clay Fighter?
Clay Fighter. I vaguely remember that.
Also, why are they sending me loose games? I don't think I don't allow loose games. I mean, N64, I guess they usually send N64 loose. Never mind, that's fine.
Genesis.
I know, but I would like a box. Maybe I have a setting in there, I don't know. But still, I don't know this game, but that looks kind of fun.
I assume it's a fighter game, so.
Got an angry snowman. Jack Frost got buff.
I had a couple margaritas and apparently I'm getting very sleepy.
Oh, we got 2 movies to do too, so we got to get on it. She don't want to sleep through those movies. That's okay. We'll crank the movies. We'll be good. I'll let you do the honors of the jewel case one once you're ready. No rush.
All right. Let's see. So that's it. Okay. All right. What we got here? We got Retro Game Treasures Limited Edition cover number 25. For what?
Okay. Is there actually a... Oh! Luckily, it landed this side up.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it does have an actual game in it.
Pariah?
I don't know this game.
I don't know that game either.
That's interesting. We still have to show you the cover, but I figure I'll just show you the disc. It looks in fine shape. Yeah, this is weird.
I think that we had a box or whatever that was so badly damaged we had to do something on the fly.
Which I kind of appreciate that they're at least doing. That they're at least doing a nice, they're printing something.
Okay.
But I do feel like I'm supposed to be getting box games. But then again, I remember we get a lot of not box games, so I shouldn't be mad. But that's kind of neat.
That's usually the cartridges that aren't boxed.
But it is interesting they do limited edition cover, so 25. Is it actually randomly 25, or have they made 25 different ones and like this is a rarity you get to collect with limited game or retro game treasures? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into my account. This is weird.
Okay.
I'm not mad about it, but it's weird.
Your turn.
Okay, now we're into actual box games. I'm thinking Xbox 360 because I feel like we got a lot of pulled off GameStop stickers. PlayStation 4, I'm close. Oh, okay. Pretty sure I have this digitally, but hey, hell yeah. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. So we got Borderlands, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2. I assume Borderlands itself. No.
Definitive Mayhem Remastered.
Okay, 4-player split screen.
Oh God.
We don't have 4 friends.
I'm just thinking, you have so little real estate, you can't see what the hell's going on.
Oh, on the screen?
Yeah.
Well, buy a bigger screen. Everybody can do that, right? You can just go out and buy a bigger screen. It's 2025. What are they, like $5 now? All right, hey, I enjoy the Borderlands game. I've never finished one. I played a bunch of 2. I think I did some of 3. It's one of those. It's a little too. I like a more linear story with a little bit open world, like a Batman Arkham game. Kind of perfect for me. There's enough open world. You can do it if you want. You don't have to if you don't. But there is a clear, easy follow linear game that you can play within a 20, 30 hour structure. That's my jam. But I do enjoy it. I like the characters. I like the designs, and some of the guns are very fun. So okay.
All right. So I got Battlefield 4. Powered by Frostbite 3.
Retro game treasures. We're going to have a little chat. I'll give him one more box. Although I may go back in and like redo my message and be like, please, please, please stop sending me Battlefield and Call of Duty games for a little while. You don't have to stop forever. But give me a few months off at least.
Yeah.
Because again, if you've never seen us open one of these, I'm fine. I like Call of Duty games. I haven't played a Battlefield game, but I'm sure I would enjoy that well enough. I like Call of Duties because I like putting them on easy and just running through the story mission. I don't do the online stuff because people are not fun online. But I should though. I have some actual friends that want to play with me now. So, but so I'm not being a hater on those games because the Call of Duties I like doing them on easy in the story because it's like just a big bombastic Michael Bay movie, and you know that makes me a happy boy. But seriously, I have now asked you to please stop sending me these for a little while. I don't need one in every box.
Yeah.
All right, now I got one that I have to kind of do the upside down trick because it is probably like a classic Xbox or something. There we go. We got, ooh. Okay, it's not exact. For a second I thought it was a Fallout something, but I should request the other Fallout games. I might have New Vegas. Anyways, Xbox 360, Red Faction, Gorilla. Oh, we should probably do a quick Fallout review too.
Okay.
You guys already know if we did or not. I don't know. And I have the disc, and just legalese. Nothing exciting in there. This one is a bit more of a miss, except I do like that we got a Genesis cartridge. So that's nice. This is probably fine. This is probably fine too. I know it's supposed to be a good game, but at the same time, like, ugh, come on. And I know the Borderlands game stuff's fine. It is kind of neat they gave us this with the fake cover. And that's cool. But this one is actually a bit more disappointing. The first one's a little bit better because of the Halo thing and everything. But, okay. All right. Well, I am now a little tiny bit concerned about the quality moving forward. Like, let's hope this doesn't become some regular stuff.
Yeah.
Because that will cause a cancellation again. But for now, I still quite like it. Especially once I get back next year to playing video games for fun. Well, I mean, they're always for fun, but you know what I mean. I don't have to be on and talking and try to be entertaining. I can just enjoy the game. All right, we got more vlog. We got to get on it. Bye. Woo! Now we got a tiny unboxing. Now Mary and I are out of Disney pins, so sorry it's not Disney pins, but we're going to Disney. We're going to buy more pins. I did the math. Hey!
Don't steal that. Jack, that's not you.
Nobody tried to steal a remote. But I did the math. We need to pick up 12 packs of pins on our trip.
Okay.
That'll give us 6 pin unboxings before I'm back in November. At which point we need about 12 packs of pins, which will give us 6 pin packings until we're back in February. But my lovely, lovely wife on her Pinsic journey in that Japanese store where you saw the cute kitty things and stuff we opened before, she found me something very cool. So we're gonna open those instead for our tiny unboxings today. We are here with I blanked on the Godzilla theme, Jesus. We got some Godzilla, what are they, wall or like
They're
magnets?
They're magnets, but they look like mounted heads.
Monster head magnets. Tin to collect. There's some awesome ones in there.
I know which one you're hoping for.
Yes, Biollante as a rose would be my favorite. Secondary Biollante is my second favorite. Original Godzilla is my third. Newer Godzilla is fourth. I can't quite make out what one of the. Oh, that's we just got in that Bandai box they sent us.
The Mecha?
No,
Oh, him.
Gigan.
All right.
Giggity. But
Who's
the mechas are cool.
Looking guy? And who's the Sturpy looking guy?
I think that's Anguirus.
Okay.
That's Godzilla's buddy.
Oh, okay.
He is a derp. All right, we get one each.
Oh. I was gonna let you open both of them if you wanted.
Oh, you can open one.
Okay.
I still get to own it. I get the thrill of being here to guess. I assume they're bagged. They are. There's a. They are not. You do not look because they are clear plastic.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me go ahead because I saw what mine was. And you know what? It's not a bad one.
You got the standard Godzilla.
Yeah, we got the about to blast. Atomic blast. Atomic blast?
Yeah.
Why am I blanking on all this? I know my Godzilla. It's the margaritas. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's a tiny magnet. That's actually really nice looking.
Okay.
Nice. And it's just...
I feel like mine's got like a ton of bubble. Did you have bubble wrap in there?
No?
Mine's got bubble wrap.
Oh, yours is more protected.
Oh, you're going to be a happy boy. We'll let you...
It's a kiss from a rose. It's Biollante in rose form. Hell yeah, I got my most... Mary picked out my most wanted. With a sweet ass Godzilla that can go right beside her. I need to rewatch Biollante now that there's the 4K.
So, how does it see?
It senses. It doesn't need to see. That is cool, dude. That is really cool.
I'm good. I'm glad you're happy.
Stop and smell the roses. Screoink. It's Jack. It's Jack with a sparkle ball. It's Jack with that remote a minute ago. Hi.
Hi.
Do you like Godzilla? Oh, he's sniffing his mouth. How about you want to smell the rose? Oh, he's doing it. I should have moved the camera. Love you, Jack. Very, very cool. And I got 2 of the ones I really, really wanted. So my wife did very, very good. All right, next time, Disney pins. I don't know what though. We'll figure it out. We'll find something cool. Hopefully some of those Halloween costume ones, the Halloween exclusives. All right, more vlog. Almost done. I have not stopped drinking since yesterday. That's a lie. I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. We're here for the cocktail time. I have had a few drinks today. Nothing crazy. I had 2 glasses of wine at dinner. I just had a nice maybe double scotch. I don't remember what scotch, which is just new, good, limited edition we had. Well, I watched Dexter. By the way, Resurrection is awesome. But now we're going to make a similar cocktail as something we've made before. But I thought since we did Puerto Rican hot dogs, we've done hot dogs before, but now we did Puerto Rican hot dogs, Puerto Rican style hot dogs. We're going to do a mojito. We've done mojitos, but now we're going to do a Puerto Rican mojito. Which I know there's a little bit of difference here, but honestly, off the top of my head, I'm not knowing what the difference is.
Is there not pineapple juice in this? For some reason I was thinking there was pineapple juice, but there's not.
Okay.
Wait, is this just a regular? No, oh, it's soda. It's the Sprite that's going to make this different. You don't usually use a soda, a lemon lime soda. All right, so this recipe is for for 2. I'm just going to make the whole thing as a double because there's only 2 ounces of alcohol in this entire recipe. I.e., if I made a single, it would have 1 ounce of alcohol. And who the fuck wants a cocktail with 1 ounce of alcohol? Normal drinkers? Don't you know whose channel this is? So we're going to start with some mint and some specific sugar. Almost lost the lime juice. And we're going to muddle that. That's going to be the first step. So it does ask for turbinado sugar, but you can substitute with white sugar. But since we had this, we're going to do this. Also, this recipe has very wonky measurements in terms of it'll tell you like cup, tablespoon, grams, milliliters, whatever. They've done some very awkward rounding on some of those things. So we're going to go with, it says 1 tablespoon or 15 grams of turbinado sugar. So like, let me do this. Echo, how many grams are in 1 tablespoon?
This number depends on the item you are measuring. For
Echo,
instance,
how many grams of sugar are in 1 tablespoon?
here's something I found on reference.com. 1 tablespoon of sugar is equivalent to 12 grams. Each tablespoon...
But this says 1 tablespoon is 15 grams. Come on, man. Anyways, we got plenty of this stuff. I'll let Mary get a close-up here once I pour this first thing. Echo, stop. As you can see, this is almost like the equivalent of your table salt versus your kosher salt. It's much more coarse. This is better for cocktails if you can use it. I do believe I got this because we're trying all the different versions of sugar for caprioscas. The first cocktail I ever truly fell in love with. Which is a cappuccini, but made with vodka instead of, I believe, rum.
Maybe.
But now that I like rums and stuff, you know, maybe we need to make that. So I think 3 packets will get us there. Cheeky cheek.
Hi, Jack.
What is up, homesickle?
Jack.
Homesickle.
Oh, he's coming around the
Oh.
chair.
He's like, oh, mommy's got the camera. I need it's my.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you're so cute.
He is so cute.
Oh.
You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna just, since nothing else has befallen this paper towel, I'll just pour that in because we're pretty close to what we need, anyways.
Yeah, I figured the 4th packet might be overkill.
Mary called 3-pack. She called it correctly. We also discovered this weird rounding of this recipe because of the lime juice, which I'll tell you about in just a second. Okay, and now we got to put 12 mint leaves, or you could use 1 bushy sprig. Sure. Mary was kind enough to pick some awesome fresh mint straight out of her garden. She even washed it for me because she is the best wife. So let's just pick the best leaves. 1, 2, 3.
I was thinking the same.
You were so in my head. 4. I'd say get out of there, but you will when you're ready. This smells so good. 5, 6, 7.
Now, for a while, you
8,
were not the biggest fan of mint.
9. That is true. 10, 11. And I'm still not a huge fan. It depends on how it's used, really. We'll call that 11. We'll call that 12. And since those were a little bit tiny, let's grab one of these others because you grabbed me a lot, which is fine.
You told me to grab you extra just in case.
Oh, I probably did. That's probably something a sober Eric would say. But honestly, oh, wow, look at how beautiful that mint is. Way better than the shit we buy in the stores. I'll try to come up with something else to do with that in the next couple of days. No idea what. I wonder if that would go... Oh, maybe a little mint and a sofrito could be interesting. I don't know. That might be too potent depending on what you're making. Okay, so we got our mint and our sugar. Get our muddler that is dishwasher safe. There it is. And we muddle this until it smells like mint and it's a little bit syrupy. I don't know how that's going to work. If there's just sugar and mint leaves in here.
Is it really just those 2 things?
That's what it says to muddle first. I got a feeling it's just a bad recipe. I'm not getting syrupy, but I can definitely tell it's... Because the mint leaves should release a little bit of juice.
Yeah, but they're not that juicy.
Right.
Yeah, thankfully this will really strain you when we...
Yeah, well, this is definitely getting strained.
But you're still going to... Don't melt it to the point where you're going to end up with chunks of mint in your...
That's a good point. I'm not. I was just really trying to work some sugar into those leaves just to make sure it kind of combines. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Certainly not syrupy. I'm trusting this recipe less and less as we go along now.
I did not get to see Chef Nate today, so I didn't get to ask him for his feedback on my hot dogs and my sofrito or this drink, but okay. In a cocktail shaker, muddle the sugar and the mint leaves. The mixture should look syrupy and smell minty. It smells minty.
Yeah.
Now we're
Smells
gonna
minty.
add a cup of ice. I'm not putting a fucking cup of ice in there. It's too much ice.
Well, even if you put, how many blocks you putting in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm pretty sure that's a cup, if not more.
You're probably right.
A cup is not as big as you think.
You're right. Like 6 inches. All right, now we're gonna add the rum and the lime juice. Let's start with this lime juice. Did we actually pull 3 ounces? I do have 1 extra lime. Bro, there's no way it's not 3 ounces. It's gonna be close. That's 2 ounces right there. Let's see what we end up with. It's like 2.5 ounces. The question is, do I want to juice the other lime or not?
Do you think you can live with that?
I think I can live with it because we're gonna top it with soda.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably fine. And this way I can blame the recipe when it probably turns out just to be me. All right, rum. How much rum? 2 ounces of rum, white rum. Probably a better rum than this you should use, but this is my mixer rum, so.
So maybe don't try to not overpour because you went lime and lime.
Whoops. I'm just messing with you.
Just trying to help.
No, you're great, and I appreciate your help, and you have been extremely helpful, especially with all the kisses. What? All right. Shake it vigorously until it frosts over. Fill 2 highball glasses with ice and strain the mojito base into the glasses and pour the soda. All right. Vigorously, because we got to get that sugar dissolved. Ooh.
Is that frosted over?
I don't know, but it started leaking.
Ooh. That's not good.
It's condensated over. Whew. Sure. Only leaked out a little bit. I don't think I had it completely secure. Ooh, that is cold.
It is.
I should take the glass with me to get some ice in it.
Yeah, probably.
Don't want to put too much ice in here since I'm
Where's my Chicky Jack? Yeah, that's my Chicky Jack. No please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep it even. I still got it.
That's not promising.
I might have overmuddled.
I think you might have overmuddled.
That's right. We'll pour on a different axis. I see a little bit. It's okay if a little bit of the mint gets in there, I imagine. I see a couple of dollops of mint coming in there. I mean, that's not the end of the world, that much mint.
What was it that we made with basil that...
I don't remember the drink, but I remember the experience.
It's like that. That was one that really needed to be strained. Of course, we may have you may have overmuddled that one too.
It's very possible. Let's get all that juice and alcohol out of there. It's Sunday. I have not cleaned up. I may not look my best. I'm sorry. Okay. And now we top with lemon lime soda. AKA Sprite if you're rich. I don't. Sorry, I really shouldn't make jokes about shit like that. I apologize. All right. Fresh Sprite. I mean, that does not look bad. And you can garnish with a sprig of mint and stuff, but I'm not like wasting my wife's lovely mint. That could be used for something better. Let's get a strizza. And this will probably be one of those drinks that tastes better once you mix it up or let it set for a minute. Give it just it doesn't say to give it a stir, but I'm gonna give it just a tiny stir. And I'll drink kind of from the middle-ish. Cheers. Ooh. Well, that's not too damn bad. That is interesting. It definitely tastes different from a mojito, but it certainly tastes like a version of a mojito. You definitely can taste the soda, but it's not like overpowering in the soda. I definitely get some of the lime juice, the sugar, the mint. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, shit. You know what? I really like that. I really like that. It's probably because of how fresh and delicious the mint is. That's the star. Would you like to give that a go? That's really tasty.
Sure.
It does leave a little of that Sprite aftertaste, but not as bad as usual.
I was kind of curious to see if I can see if there's sugar.
Give him a really interesting cinema shot.
Yeah, there is just a tiny. Most of the sugar dissolved, but there's still just a tiny bit at the bottom.
Okay. Well, I certainly didn't get any texture or anything of that.
These could be dangerous with a little more alcohol because you could drink it without knowing there's any alcohol.
Yeah, I don't taste the rum at all. But it's good, isn't it? That's a pretty damn tasty cocktail.
Yeah.
Shit, even Mary's agreeing, y'all.
This one might be one to try if you're the try-at-home type. I'd make that again. I don't have enough lime juice, but I got mint. Because if you can't find mint in your stores, then I think the next best thing is to find a woman as awesome as Mary if you can come close and give her some gardening space. You know, and then be nice to her, go scoop the litter boxes for her, give her some sweet kisses, and then you might get some delicious mint too. Not the actual Mary, she's mine. Patent pending, trademark, hashtag Von Boots. But damn, that's a good fucking drink, dude. All right, cool. We have to film a little bit more of this vlog. Usually this is the last thing we film for vlogs outside of me wrapping it up, but you'll see me drinking this earlier in the vlog, and I happily don't. That's really good. That's really good. All right, cool. Cocktail done. Vlog almost done. Almost Disney Horror Nights time. Almost time to get sopping wet. And I'm talking about between your legs.
Really?
I was about to turn into what? I'm just talking about Andrew Bowser. Mary's face palming. She's getting into Mary face palm. I was also thinking about Ryan too, but all right. I didn't know who to go with. That was the dilemma in my brain. All right. Okay, we're gonna go finish the rest of the vlog. Enjoy. Bye.
Okay, hopefully that was a good time. And like I said, it's still 3:30 in the morning. I need to pee, but I'm trying to get some footage transferring, so I gotta say bye-bye. Hopefully we're having a great time at Disney and Hollywood Horror Nights and all that. When we come back, you're gonna get a vlog that should be our trip out there. Should include a little bit of Disney Springs, a Chef Mickey's visit, and hopefully a swing through Animal Kingdom, and then Halloween Horror Nights. But it is Orlando. We can't film the houses, but we'll try to film everything else if the weather is weather dependent, and hopefully make something fun for you. But hopefully you had a good time with this. Hopefully you tried that hot dog. I tell you, I got to learn a lot more Sofritos. That's going to be real fun in the future. And that cocktail was delicious. I'll definitely make that again. But that said, I gotta get out of here. So comment below. Let me know, what did you like about this? What's your favorite kind of hot dog from like what culture and all that? Anything you want to talk about, go ahead and comment below. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And that's not good. Remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up EricButts, try a couple of songs, get excited for more stuff. Plus plenty of video game Let's Plays coming, food cooking videos, and filmmaking eventually. A couple more weeks after the Disney trip. I'll get started. All right, I'm excited to do all that. You can follow it all right here. Go to TheEricButts.com for all your funky butts fun. And of course, there's more links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. Like I said, though, I need to initiate this transfer so I can go pee while it's happening. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.